Well, good evening. It's Cab 7, and I want to welcome you to another Cab 7 live stream. It is those hard hitting topics that I like to talk about each night. And tonight, diets, diets, diets. Do they work? Let's talk about it. So that is what the focus is on tonight, and I hope that a lot of people can relate to this one. And I'll be bringing up people up on the panel this evening to talk about just that. I am Ben, also known as Cab 7, and it's a very welcoming place here at Cab 7. The door is always open to everyone as long as you don't have any ill intentions, all right? No judging here. If you're that type of person, leave your judgment outside the door before you come in, all right? And be kind to one another. Be kind. If you can't do that, keep outside, all right? Man, what a wonderful day today. A beautiful day today. Blue skies. It was in the upper 70s today. The weather's definitely cooling down here in south central Pennsylvania. The nights are in the 50s now rather than the upper 60s and low 70s. So I'm looking forward to fall. That's for darn sure because I think that's probably the best time of year, at least for me. Hold on just a second. I've got something. I've got to share this out, all right? I've got to share that. If you could all help me out and share this live stream out on your social medias, I'd really appreciate it. Control C. So I'm going to go over to my friends' pages here. Control V. Help me out. Message this out. Share it out. I want to get a lot of people up tonight on this panel and talk about diets. Man, oh man. Been there, done that. Doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work. At least for me, it didn't. Let's see here. Control V. Boy, the market's selling all those different types of diet plans that you can go on. Oh, it only cost $450 to go on this plan. Buy these certain kind of foods, and of course, they're the most expensive foods out there. You could buy from our vendors. Uh-huh. How much is your vendor? There's just no way you can afford it. So you're making payments each month to be on this diet that just doesn't work. Mm. I want to hear about people's experiences on their diets and what they've went through. Success, no success. Let's talk about it. Let's see. I want to share this on my Twitter. All right. So share. Gotta like my own live stream. Gotta hit that thumbs up. Sharing on Twitter right now. Join Cab 7 Live. Join Cab 7. Cab 7 Live. Now on YouTube. Let's see, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today is August 29th. Wow, hard to believe. August 29th already. September is here. It's here. Where in the heck is the year going? Man, oh man, did I accomplish anything this summer? I suppose a little bit in the garden, but did I get out kayaking? No. Mountain biking? No. Hiking? No. I could have went and I didn't. So all I can do is blame my own self, right? I spent most of my time sitting right in front of this computer doing YouTube. Let's see here. Okay, got the chat popped out so I can see all of you. I hope that all of you are having a good evening or a good morning, wherever you might be at. I know today has been a good day for me, enjoying the companionship of my friends and hanging out at some live streams tonight. I was over at Gemma Journey Grace this evening and hung out for probably about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes up on her panel. That was really nice. Be sure to check out my friend Gemma Journey Grace, okay? I'd appreciate that. Dylan Woodworks, how you doing? So good to see you out there. Bill 56 Bel Air. Todd, how are you? Gail B. Granny Vapes, how are you? We've got Lulu, love you, my little sister. She works hard at helping me out, putting up. Look, she's got links already going up. That's what my moderators do. Okay, and Lulu, love you, and Zach Sanford. They bust their butts here, and I appreciate it. Sandy, life 1 pound at a time. I love that channel name. I love that. 1 pound at a time, exactly. Fighting Spirit, how you doing? Big old hugs. Adam's life, been a minute. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Margarita Gonzalez, good to see you out here. I want to come to your panel, Cab 7, and say how much I appreciate everyone, how much me that they do love me, and much appreciate you, Ben, for everything you've done. Well, I look at it this way, Margarita, we're like family, right? It's what we do. We help one another out. That's truly the epitome of family, helping one another out. AJ, how you doing? Matt and Eric, always a pleasure to see you two out there. Laura Gadilli, welcome. Wow, a lot of good people up in here. Anarchy, Jack, Colorado Explorers, how are you? Shannon Grace Graham, how do you stay positive? I need help. I'm going through quite a bit, and you are full of positivity. It's a choice that I make. It's a choice. You know, not all my days are good. They're not. But there is one thing I keep in mind, right? Is the one that's greater than myself. That's what helps me. That's what helps me each day. But keep coming to these live streams, okay, my friend? There's so many good people that come here. I mean, take a look out in that crowd right now. There's so many good people out there that are willing to lift other people up and help each other out. Tony, the Rock fans, how are you doing? Big old hugs. Hugs to Anarchy. Shirley, how are you? Margarita Gonzalez said, yes, I'm blessed to have you all in my life, and you are hold a piece in my heart, everyone. Much love. And that's from Margarita Gonzalez. Let's see here. Hi, Truth. How you doing? Good to have you out there. So I've got something that I need to do. I just need to do this. I got to do this. And I hope you all don't mind, okay? Oh, man, oh man. If it only could be, if it could only be. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white. The bright blessed day, oh, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces, oh, of people going by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What are you doing to make the world around you just a little bit better? What are you doing? Are you doing something? Are you making a positive impact in your community? wherever you live, right here on social media. Are you making a positive impact? It's a choice that you decide to make every day that you wake up, right? And I think I know what I'm doing. I'm doing these live streams. I do my videos, nature hikes, right? All about inspiration, lifting people up. So I think I'm making an impact. I do on the world around me. Also with my neighbors that live around me. Not one person dislikes me, not one. I try to keep the peace, right? I mind my own business. Always say hello across the fence. It's a choice that I make every day. So I love where I live. I really do. And wherever I move to, it's always going to be the same. Always be kind to your neighbor. And more than likely, your neighbor will be kind right back to you. Thank you, Todd. We got Alaska and beyond. How are you doing? Afternoon, brother. Aloha from Alaska. That is on my bucket list, the last place I want to go on earth. That would complete my bucket list, period. And I'm going to make it to Alaska one day. I really am. And it's going to be a drive from Pennsylvania all the way across the states, up through Canada, and then to Alaska itself. I want to get to Barrow. Now I realize there's not a highway that goes straight up to Barrow. So it's going to be a flight. But I'm really excited about it. One day that will be complete. Ah, Alaska and beyond said, I think Cav 7 makes a wonderful positive impact on our world. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Tony the Rock Fam said, I saw some beautiful scenery today. Beautiful waterfall. The river cutting through the canyons. Breathtaking. That sounds wonderful, Tony. Oh, man. I envy you. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Life with Laura Michaels. How you doing, girl? So good to see you out there. I hope things are doing better for you. You're still here, so things must be doing better. Mystic Angel Christina, how you doing? Blessings to you as well. Thank you, my friend. Wow, tonight's a good topic. It really is. It is diets, diets, diets. Do they work? Let's talk about it. I can't wait until I hear some of these stories out there of what you've all went through. Now, you got that occasional person that doesn't have to worry about diets because they have a high metabolism, right? And they're always looking fine. Yeah, that's right. They do. But then you take a look at me. Hold on a second. Yeah. That's a fine specimen right there. Check that out. That's 232 pounds of Cab 7, right? 232 pounds. 232 pounds of Cab 7. But you know what? I look at it this way. What's more important than a diet to me is, can you accept me just the way I am? Can you accept me just the way I am? Because I learned a long time ago to accept people just the way they are, right? And it isn't your size. Let me tell you this right now for all of you that are on diets right now. It is not your size that should define you as a person, all right? For those big people out there, all right, like myself, don't let people define you by your size. And don't let the world, don't tell the world, this is me, define me by my size. I'm serious. Acceptance. It's not difficult to do, right? So, for those people that cannot accept me for my size, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but you're missing out. You are. You're missing out on a possible friendship. And I say that to anyone, really. You know, I've got friends here on YouTube that talk about, oh, I'm so overweight. No one likes me. They call me fat, right? They call me fat. They call me ugly. Well, you're letting them win. You're letting them win. How much does it mean to you that maybe you want to lose weight? Okay. How much does it mean to you? Or what are you willing to do to accomplish that? Don't let these people make you lose the weight. You're gonna do it because you want to do it for you, right? Don't do it for those people who make fun of you. That's just a small portion of the community, right? The larger of the community accepts you as you are. So focus on the positivity rather than the negativity when it comes to your size. Some of you are ultra thin, all right, really small. And sometimes that bothers you. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror because I'm too skinny, right? I'm too small. I can't gain weight. And I can eat and eat and eat. It's okay. Don't let that define who you are as a person. Seriously. Too many people focus their time, their precious life on how big they are, how small they are, and what can they do to get bigger or get smaller. You're putting too much energy into it. There's so much more to life. If you want to take care of yourself and you want to become healthy, that is up to you, not up to other people to tell you, okay? Well, maybe doctors. Maybe doctors. So I've got big friends, I got small friends, I got tall friends and short friends, and I accept everyone just as they are. And that's the way the world should be, right? It should be. Skater girl, 455 said, hey, Cab 7. How are you doing, young lady? Counter girl, Hunt Spirits, how are you? Francis, Urban Spirit Vlogs, I see you out there, girl. Skywatcher Footage, how are you doing? Josie Kitty, welcome. Bryce, aka B. Coran, how are you? We got Adelaide Wolf, welcome. I'm trying to lose weight and detailing all about it on YouTube. That's awesome. That's awesome. And it's stuff like that, Adelaide, that's going to inspire some people, right? That's going to inspire some people, those that have a goal to lose some weight. So I commend you for what you're doing, my friend, and I wish you the ultra best in your goal. Mudcon, how you doing, my friend? Always a pleasure. Aniki Jack, Colorado Explorer. Cav 7, I have to kindly disagree about diets. Sometimes us small people have the same issue as bigger people. But I'd like to come up and explain. Please don't be mad at me for. Wait a second. I thought you knew me, girl. I thought you knew me. What do I say? I say it's okay to agree to disagree. And I believe in that theory. It's okay to agree to disagree. And yeah, I'd love to have you come up and share. You know, my thoughts, my opinions are going to differ from other people out there, right? My experiences are going to be different than other people out there. Trust me, I lost 50 pounds. I know what it's like to lose that 50 pounds and gain 60 back. I know what it's like to eat Hershey's candy bars, Ritz crackers, peanut butter cups, drink Coca-Cola. I know what that's all about. I grow my own vegetables out my garden, eating the tomatoes, eating the lettuce, right? And corn and carrots and peas, watermelon. I know what that's all about too. I've been on both ends of the spectrum. Babson, how are you doing? I was always told, don't be judgmental because you don't know people's story. And you're only screwing yourself if you do pass judgment. There's a healthy way of judging other people, Babs. This is the way I look at it. This is just my opinion, all right? There's a healthy way to judge other people. Judge them by their character. Judge them by the deeds that they do, the good or bad deeds that they do. It's as simple as that. It's not bashing a person. It's not hating on a person. It's a healthy way of judging another person by their character. And I hope that people judge me by my character and by the deeds that I do. I welcome that. Margarita Gonzalez said, hey, Cav 7, don't feel bad. My husband is fatty, and I love him just the way I love him. That's cool. That's cool. We got help animals live out there. How you doing? Hey, listen, before I go any further with this, if you could do me two tiny favors, all right? This is an important topic. And if you could get the word out there and share this out on your social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever you can, Reddit, okay? Let your friends know that this topic is happening right now. And I'd love to hear people's opinions. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings and emotions all about this, whether it was good or whether it was bad, right? There's both sides. So I encourage people to share this out there so we can get a lot of people up in this house because I want to hear your stories tonight about this topic. All right. And the other thing is, if you could leave me a thumbs up, it simply lets me know that, hey, Cab 7 is doing a good job here on YouTube. So, and I really believe that I am. I really do. So thank you so much for those that leave a thumbs up. For those that share it out, I realize not everyone wants to share it out. It's like, oh, it's a big inconvenience. That takes too much time. And that's okay. All right. You do what you do what you got to do. Big Steve E&T, man, how you doing? Cab 7, I would love to come up and talk about this. Definitely. I'd love to have you come up and talk about this, Big Steve. I tell, and Steve knows I do this. Big Steve E&T, he knows I love the hell out of him. And he is literally probably one of my biggest friends. He is one of my biggest friends, right? And I don't define by his size whatsoever. I love him just the way he is. And he sure does have a story to share. So if you're a person out there that's a bigger size, you might be obese. I would love to have you come up on the panel tonight, share your story. If you're a person that is anorexic, all right, someone that can't gain weight, very thin, ultra thin, if you want to come up and talk about your story, I'd love to hear both sides. How interesting would that be, right? I would love to hear it. And there's one thing you're going to expect up here, all right? You're not going to be judged, right? You ain't going to be judged. If my moderators or myself see anyone out there that's judging another person because of their size, we'll ask you one time to stop. If you can't respect that, if you start up again, that second time, you're out of here. This is a no judgment zone, okay? It's judgment free. It's judgment free. So I just wanted to put that word out there for anyone that feels like they can just go ahead and make fun of someone else. You ain't going to have that opportunity here, all right? Take it someplace else. Valerie, how you doing? Good evening. Sandy, life 1 pound at a time said, "Wow, Cab, this is my first live, and boy, I have been missing out. You have such a kind, calming way. Thank you for doing this." Oh, big old hugs to you, Sandy, and it is my pleasure. My pleasure. It's an important topic. It really is. And you know what? This particular topic has actually broken up relationships. You're getting too big. I'm not attracted to you anymore. Some of you can relate to that, right? You can. Your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, hey, I noticed you're gaining a few pounds. You don't look as good anymore. We're not going to make love until you lose some weight, right? How many of you can relate to that? That is a piece of reality. It truly is. And I feel for those people that are victims of that. All right. And also the same for those that lose a lot of weight, right? Because they simply want to be a victim of the way you look on the outside. What a shame. What a shame that your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend wouldn't love you anymore because you simply changed the way you look like on the outside. And hopefully you were doing it for yourself. There's a lot of pain in all of this. There is. And that pain is real. If you're one of those people out there that are going through this right now, I would love to hear your story as well. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Oh Lord. um, all right. There might be something that I may have to gummit, that I may have to mention here. All right. I'm going to bring up Lulu Love You. This live stream may take a turn here for just a little bit. Okay. Hold on just a second. I'm going to bring up my friend Lulu Love You, and we're going to talk about something here. Hold on just a second. This is dire. This is something that we need to talk about. Control V. All right, sister, come on up. Let's talk about this. Okay, this was unexpected. To all those who are out there right now, there's 52 people watching. This is totally unexpected, what we're going to talk about right now, but I need to address this, okay? I need to address this. Keep sharing this out, please. Let your friends know about this live stream that's happening right now. We're talking about diets, okay? And do they work? Keep sharing it out. But right now, I need to address something. All right? I need to address something right now. My little sister, my best friend, Lulu Love You, is going to be coming up on the panel right now, and we're going to address something. All right. I want to say hello to Lou Rock out there. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Zach Sanford, thank you for what you do. Let's see. Yes, indeed, Margarita, you are correct. Lulu, love you, my little sister.
Hey, how are you?
Girl.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Living the dream.
Sorry.
Well, you know, what you just shared with me, it needs to be talked about now. It needs to be talked about. And, you know, I could go completely out there, mention names. Well, actually just one name. I'm not afraid to do that. I don't know how you feel about it, but if you would like to just open up first, and then I will add on to whatever you got to share. Okay. This really bothers the hell out of me.
Yeah, me too. It's something I don't take lightly.
Exactly.
I take it very serious. I got a message from a friend, and I'm sure you're listening. And no, I cannot just ignore the comment that you sent me. I can't do that. I won't do that. And I'm obligated to say something with what you just said to me. And I'm up here because I care, not because I don't. To the chat, I received a message from a friend that she's going to end her life. And she is one that frequents this room every stream. We all know her. And I just messaged Cab shortly after she messaged me, and I'm like, okay, what do I do? You know? And I gave him the exact messages she sent me. It's very alarming, and that's why he went, oh my God, you know. So I apologize for, you know, interrupting everything, but I think it's something that needs to be. So yeah, so I'll let Cab continue on with the rest.
All right. I know this friend also who is a part of this community, part of my channel, and this person wants to end their life. They always think that no one likes them, that no one cares about them, but yet this person has been showed a lot of love. And I know that you're watching this live stream right now. You know that there's a lot of people in our community that care about you. They put time into you. They put effort into you. They got their own lives, but yet they still take time out of their own lives to care about you. Ending your life is not the answer. It's not the answer. But this has been going on for quite some time now. All I can suggest to you, my friend, is that you need to get some professional help. When you share that with a friend continually, day in, day out, do you realize what that does to your friend, to your friends? I suggest you get some professional help. There's nothing else that we can do. We've been the listening post. We have listened and listened and listened. We have given our thoughts and our positive emotions back at you. We've given as much information as we possibly can. And by the way, to my friend out there, you have put that phone number in my chat many times when you were a moderator here. You did. That suicide prevention hotline. You should know it by heart. So I suggest that you call that number. Call that number. It's going to save your life. If you truly feel the way you do right now, you need to call that number. You need to talk to your parents and let them know what's going on in your life, because these are the closest people to you and they need to know what's going on. And I would hope that your loving parents would call a hospital, call an ambulance, and have you taken care of. But this has been going on entirely way too long. The stress that you've caused on your friends, but you choose nothing to do about it. All right. We can only be so much help and we can only be of so much support, but it drags us down. As your friends, it drags us down. You know that you need help. So I suggest that you would do that. Call the number, the suicide prevention hotline number, which is out in the chat right now. And don't ever think that we don't care about you. You realize that we care about you. We've thrown so much love at you. So I cannot understand why you would say the things that you have said, especially tonight. I'm actually kind of shocked.
Well, I think, she's obviously in a situation where she's feeling bad, or she wouldn't have said that. But with me, like, I can only help you so much. I've
Yeah,
listened for months and months and months, and we've talked for months and months. And I encouraged you, for a long time, trying to help you, discover that self confidence and your self worth. And it's there. I've seen it. um, but I can't do any more than what I've done, because
yeah,
sometimes I need to reassure myself,
exactly.
okay, Lulu, I need to pick myself up sometimes. And, it's just getting heavy doing it all the time. I care for you and I love you as a friend. I know you need that reassurance all the time. It's there. I think you just need to kind of get into the community and reach out and talk to other people. Get to know other people. I know you're nervous to do that, but what you're doing right now isn't working for you, darling. You know, come back in the chat and talk. There's so many people here that will talk with you.
That's exactly right. And I know you're watching right now. If you want to come up on the panel and you want to talk about it, hey, all the love is right here. It's all right here in this chat. You know that. You know, most of these people that come to this live stream, you want to talk about it, come up on the panel. That's probably the best thing for you to do. We're like family to you. You've mentioned it many, many, many times. You've thrown out the hug emojis many times to me. Cab7, I love you. And I send it right back at you. So you can't tell me that people don't love you or care about you. It's right there in your face. So if you want to come up and talk, ain't no one going to judge you. All right. Ain't no one going to judge you. Let's talk about this. All right. We want to make sure that you're going to be okay. But remember, that phone number is out there. If you need to call that number, call it. All right. You need to tell your parents what's going on in your life. You need to let them know.
But I think at this very moment, I think you should come in and mingle. You don't need to say anything. Nobody knows for sure who it is, so come in and mingle. Let's start this the right way tonight. I mean, you can't. Yeah, I don't know.
Kathy from Texas said, Ben, please, I'll help. And that's great. Thank you, Kathy. All the help that we can get, that'd be great. We're focusing on a friend right now. This is an emergency, and it's important to us from one friend to another. Most of you know who this person is, okay? And I'd love to have her come into the chat. Ain't no one going to judge you, okay? You're at home right here. You know that. So I don't want you to be shy, embarrassed. You're not the only one that's ever tried to end your life, okay? There's many people out there in this chat right now that can say, yeah, I've been there. I've been there, tried to do that, okay? So whatever you have to say, there's going to be a lot of people that can go ahead and completely understand where you're coming from. And you're going to find comfort here. You know that, okay? So I encourage you to come into the chat, talk with some people. And if you want to come up on the panel, I'll be more than delighted to bring you up here so we can talk about it. All right? So the door's open to you. It's up to you now. But Lulu, I know that this is weighed heavy on your heart. I know. And you and me, we can only wish the best for our friends, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And I want to help, but I think she needs to reach out for professional help.
Oh,
Definitely.
definitely. I mean, she's exhausted. Anything that we can give her. I mean, we've shared every possible thing that we can. There's nothing more that we can share. She
No.
has all the knowledge right here. She knows what to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we can. It's not like we can take her to a hospital or make her make that phone call. I mean, that's completely up to her. So I hope that she tells her parents. Her parents really need to know about this. I want to welcome everyone out there in the chat right now. Thank you for being here. Right now, we are focusing on a friend of ours that wants to give up their life because they feel like, excuse me, they feel like no one cares about them. God dang, excuse me. They feel like no one cares about them and no one loves them. And we have reassured this friend of ours many of times that they are cared about, they are loved. So, and that's why they keep coming to this particular live stream many times, over and over and over again. I can't think of a live stream that our friend has missed out on. They've always
Okay.
been here.
I just heard from her. She's on the suicide helpline right now.
She's on the suicide helpline now?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Wow. That's the smartest thing she could do. And oh, thank God. Thank God.
I'll be in contact with her a little later when she's done. But she said
Exactly.
she's on the helpline. Good for you, girl. I'm
That's
proud
right.
of you.
Yep, we're proud of you, most definitely. Hmm. Being a part of this community from time to time, you're going to witness something like this on our live streams in the community. All of you are going to witness it at least one time while you're here. And it's quick response from the people in the chat, the host and hostesses of their own live streams. We have to be quick at it. We do. And we got to be right there to lift up that person who might be considering ending their life. It's something I take serious. I will stop my live stream and focus on that person. So Lulu Love You said that she's going to keep us abreast to what's going on with our friend. So, well, that was a smart thing to do. Margarita Gonzalez said, I haven't heard from Chicken Strips. Missy, have you seen her, Cab 7? Not in a couple days. Not in a couple days. Kevin W. says, ask her what the interests are as hobbies. Urge her to focus on hobbies. It has saved me a few times. Yes, Kevin, one of her hobbies is diamond painting. And so I've pretty much given away who this person is by if you put everything together. But she loves to do diamond painting. She's very good at it. And she has even said before, this helps me out a lot, these diamond paintings. So and she has a fur baby that she loves to death. She really does. Men behind camera, Florida, how are you doing? Good to have you here. XXX Toxic, XXX Cab 7, you deserve so much more recognition. You help so many people. You have a heart of gold. Thank you, XXX. But you know what? It's all of us coming together, right? With our hearts of gold and lifting people up. I'm just a small part of it, my friend. And little sis Lulu, thank you for making me aware of this. Thank you.
I had to.
Yeah, definitely.
I couldn't sit here through the chat with that on my mind.
Oh, exactly. That's like major. I mean,
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. You gotta hit that really quick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Gary
Absolutely.
Scandal, Cav 7, she is such a loving person. Yeah, she is. Sandra Brochard, how are you doing? Linda Carter said, please, I would appreciate y'all keep me in your prayers. My iron and hemoglobin is getting worse. I got to have another complete blood panel on September 9th. You're in my prayers, Linda Carter, okay? And trust me, when I say that you're in my prayers, you are in my prayers because I believe that prayer works. Will the Rocker, Will, good to have you here, my friend. The Fam Squad Arcade, subscribe to my channel, please. I hope everyone is having a great day. Most definitely. Kevin said mine is models. What is that model? Hold on a second. Mine is model trains. Nice.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's an expensive hobby too. Very
It sure
expensive.
is. It sure is.
We got abandoned boys. Awesome of you, Cav, to address this, save someone's life. Yeah, all of us coming together. That's right. That's exactly right. VE3, FAL1 dash Fred, my brother from Canada. How you doing? Margarita Gonzalez said we will pray for the person that she chooses the right choice and ask for help. And that's what happened. She's on the suicide hotline right now talking to a professional counselor. Hot Melinda, Paranormal Damon Broadcast said, please smash that like button. Please smash the play button. Please, with love and care. Thank you, my friend. Mystic Angel Christina said, my hobby is crafting and my crystals. Exactly. I got blocked from my other channel. I don't know why it's. Uh, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what your other channel is. Homegrown Variety Show. How you doing? But tonight, we're going to be talking about diets. Do they work? Lulu Love You is going to keep us up to date on what's going on with our friend. Okay, and uh, so because I don't want to leave anyone hanging out there. All right. Now I'm trying to be as transparent as I can, but protecting the name of the channel without coming out and saying it. Right. I have that kind of respect for their channel. So, and hopefully she would like to come up on the panel if she's open-minded enough to do so. I would love to have her come up and talk about it. Stephen Dennis, how are you doing? I love many different styles of music. Study Boys at Cab 7, always good to hang out in your chat on my lunch break. And Study Boys, you've been doing that for a while, and thank you. Humbly, I say, thank you for doing that. Thank you. Ohio Care Bear, how are you doing? Linda Carter said, Kathy, I have 2 iron infusion, still no help. Thank you, Lulu. Getting a big hug from Babson. Gary Scandal said, Cab 7, your clues told me who it is, and I'm feeling really sad for her right now. I pray she knows how much we care about her. Exactly. Diary of Her Mind. So good to have you here this evening. Big old hugs, girl. Thank you for the wonderful sunflowers. Hello to everybody, says Greg Huffman. Good to have you here, my friend. Adelaide Wolf says, if you want, hold on a second. If you want to lose weight, it's possible. Don't give up. There we go. That's exactly right. So I want to start talking about this topic, and we're going to be bringing up people on the panel tonight. All right. And like I started out at the beginning of this live stream, it is a serious topic, right? It has caused people many health problems, going overboard with diets. All right. They've tried everything that they possibly could, doing all these pills, getting sick, not eating, period, right? For days upon days, and finding themselves in the hospital because they haven't eaten at all. They're not taking care of themselves. And there is the aspect of friends and family um, being consumed by you, and how much weight you're gaining, and or how much you're losing, and they're simply saying, we love you, we care about you, but they seem to be breathing down your neck and judging you, and that doesn't help. That's not the kind of support a person needs, right? If you're going to support someone, do it lovingly, without judgment, right? Without breathing down someone's neck, because that certainly doesn't help when you're trying to do something for yourself, make something positive in your life. But we're going to be talking about people that are obese. If you're obese, I want to bring you up on the panel. If you're underweight, you might be living with anorexia, right? Bulimia. I encourage you to come up on the panel and share your story, because when you come up and share your story tonight, there is that one person out there, I'm almost sure of it, that can relate to what you are going through right now. And you, by sharing your story, might inspire that person, right? Might inspire that person. So if you want to come up on the panel, here's the deal. I've got to know you, all right? If you're very new here, your first time, I hope you can appreciate I'm not going to bring you up because I don't know you and I don't know what your intentions are. But for the rest, send me a message via Twitter or Facebook. The Twitter or Facebook, I've got a friend that's going to be coming up, and that's Big Steve ENT, all right? And he's going to share his story, and what he has went through and what he continues to go through, and the choices that he makes for his own life. So Big Steve ENT, if you could send me, I'm in. Anyone else that wants to come up, just simply send me a message via Twitter or Facebook. Cab7, I'm in. I want to talk about it. I'm a person that's finding it difficult to lose weight. I'm finding it difficult to have a relationship. Things have changed in my life because of that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or that person that might be underweight and they can't gain weight. They think they're too fat, right? And they've got to look thin. So all of you are welcome. Just simply send me a message. I'll give you a couple minutes. Twitter, Facebook. I got my Twitter out there. Lulu, love you. Just put that out there. That's my page over at Twitter. Just send me a message. I'm in. Ohio Care Bear said, been heavy most of my life. Have lost 30 pounds so far. Haven't found the right one. I understand, my friend. Boy, do I understand. Oh, yeah. Francis Urban Spirit Vlog said, I have been on a diet. I've always lost and gained weight on my own. Right now, have lost over 0 pounds in 7 months because of stomach issues and blood pressure. Sandy's Life on 1 pound at a time said, Ohio, congrats on the weight loss. Remember that important telephone number is being put out in the chat continually. It is 1-800-273-8255, and that is for the suicide hotline. If you or someone else that you know might be teetering on the fence and wanting to give up on life, please, I suggest that you call that number. And if you can, write down that number, put it in your cubicle at work, take it to school with you, have it right next to your computer. If you see someone in a chat, out in a live stream, give them that number. Let them know about it. Francis said 50 pounds. Okay. Tony the Rock Fam said, I had ulcerative colitis when I was married, I saw how quickly I was losing weight because of it. I put my life in jeopardy. When I couldn't take it anymore, I went to the doctor, Cab 7. Amen. Thank goodness you did that. He said, if I didn't come in, I would have died. There you go. Sometimes it takes going to the doctor himself to let you know what's going on, right? Thank God you did that, my friend.
I can share a little something about
Yeah,
my
please
weight.
do. Please do.
Um, Annie said, "I'm in for sure. Maybe a different perspective." Yeah, that's what brought it into my head, Annie, when you said that. Um, I can lose it very fast, but it's because of a health reason.
Right.
I don't do it intentionally by any means. Um, I'm a type 1 diabetic, and my weight is affected by that. Um, Anyone that's diabetic, insulin dependent or not, it's your diet is crucial with what you eat and put into your body. And my diet with my dietitian is very strict, very, very strict. And if I go outside of that that diet, then my sugars are affected. And when my sugars go up, excuse me, when they go up, the weight literally falls off me. And it's sometimes it's hard to get your sugars under control. Just for me, it's a daily struggle, and it just keeps coming off and off and off. But then once I get them under control, then I start gaining back and back and back. So it's constantly up and down, up and down. And I'm not talking obese, I'm talking healthy looking. Like when I gain weight, I look healthy. I
Right.
look like healthy person. But then when it starts going down, then I hear, oh, like my grandmother and my family, oh, you're awful thin. Are you okay? Like they look at me like I've got a second head on my shoulders. And it's not just at a conversation, they truly mean it. That and they're very disgusted. And I know it doesn't may not sound huge to some, but it is when you hear it all the time. You can't it's almost like you can't please somebody, you know. You're either too thin or oh gee, you look good, well don't lose weight this time, or just keep it there, try harder, eat more, kind of thing. They don't understand what's involved in controlling diabetes. It's very difficult. Greg Hoffman says, I know what she's saying. Exactly. Exactly. It's see, Gail B is my oldest daughter is type 1 diabetic as well, Lulu. My daughter's sugar is out of control at the moment. Oh, yeah, I can hear that. It is so hard sometimes. And stress affects your sugars. And stress, food, geez, just about anything. If I even look at something that's yummy, my sugars
Yeah.
go up.
Oh, yeah.
Those peanut butter cups you eat, Cab, I'll tell you, I could come through that screen and slap you so many times.
Oh,
They
man.
look so damn good.
Yeah, I'm out of them, by the way. I've been out for almost a week.
Good. Stay out of them.
Um,
Stay out of them.
you wait until payday, girl. I'm gonna buy another 2 pound bag.
Yeah, I know. You probably buy 2 bags and just don't tell us.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
Aniki.
Aniki.
Hi, Lulu. Hi, Cab.
How are you
Hi.
doing?
I'm doing really good.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Aniki, I know that you came up on the panel because you can relate to this topic on diets, diets, diets.
Yep.
Okay, so listen, girl. Now, Lulu, were you done saying what you wanted to share? Or did you still want to keep sharing?
No, I'm done.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
And thank you for that, little sis. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Aniki, you've got the
Huh.
floor, girl. You go ahead and you talk about what's on your heart.
Okay. You're so funny. Okay. Um. So maybe a little different. On kind of Lulu's. Um. Kind of similar to that. So I do have a couple of stories about me, Kynan, and Jackson, because we've all dealt with it. And I'm going to start with Jackson. At 9 years old, he got very sick and had his gallbladder taken out. And he was on a PICC line for 3 months. Nothing by mouth at all. And for anybody that doesn't know what a PICC line is, it's kind of like an IV. It goes in kind of under your arm in this main vein, and it drapes down, and it goes into like your heart, and it feeds you anyways. And when he was done, like when they took the PICC line out, right, because he went after they stopped giving him his medicine, or he called it breast milk because it looks like breast milk, but he stopped getting that, and he started with clears, just clears for 2 weeks, then just softs for 2 weeks, and then a low fat diet. And when I say low fat, I'm talking anywhere from 35 to 40 grams of fat a day. Do you know how hard that is? And I didn't know how to feed him. Sometimes even now I struggle with, what do I feed him? Because I don't know now that he's in school, what is he eating that I have to keep track of? So it's a constant thing, but he won't eat at school, and he'll go days without eating, and everybody has seen him. He's a toothpick. He's a toothpick. He cannot gain the weight at all. He'll eat, and within 15 minutes he's pooping, and the doctors are like, there's no way that he's pooping what he just ate. And they tested it, and he ate spaghetti, and he pooped spaghetti. So it's really hard for him to absorb any kind of nutrients. So that was a huge battle. Having just boiled chicken with you couldn't have salt, he couldn't have pepper. It was just boiled chicken and steamed vegetables. He was like, I am not eating that, and he was a little 9-year-old kid. So, and we still, the doctors have increased it from 50 to 60 grams because of his age, and his weight and stuff. So yeah, that's a constant battle, and it's a battle every day, every single day. And, I don't share that because it's just our personal daily life, that we just, and it's become so normal, I guess, like, I don't know. And with Kynan, he tried the keto diet. And he started going into multi-organ failure.
Being on the keto diet?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. That was 6 weeks in the hospital. He was very, very sick. He didn't have the vitamins and things that he needed in his body. And then he was going and working out, and not that he was fat. He's average, you know what I mean? For his height, he's an average guy.
Right.
But he always has a self-esteem thing that he just thinks he's fat, or, he'll buy a new pair of pants, but he'll dry them. And then he thinks he gained the weight, but really his pants shrunk in the dryer. So, and I know that he's eating right because he eats what I cook, you know what I mean? And it's all low fat stuff.
Well, you were talking about the keto diet, and Will the Rocker Will said, I did the keto diet. I stopped. I gained weight, not lost the weight.
Yeah, he lost weight, but it was a very dramatic weight loss, and he turned the color like a gray color, like a real light gray. Um, and, you know, he was blue around the lips. And I thought it was, you know, he was struggling getting air. Really, it was just vitamins. He wasn't getting any nutrients of what your body requires daily, you know, with the bread and sugars and all that stuff. You have to have it. Like, and it's still a struggle for him. He's been going to the gym every night, every single night, you know, because he works nights, but he has, you know, it alternates between 3 days off, 4 days off. So it's 3 on, 4 off, like that. And so when he's home, he'll go to the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, why are you going now? And he's like, because there's nobody there. So it's such a self-esteem thing for him. And I don't know how to help him. As far as making him feel like he's not fat, you know what I mean? He looks healthy to me, but he just never sees it. So he'll skip meals. He will just not eat for days until I'm like
You
force
know what?
feeding him.
Tony the Rock fan said greenish gray. That was me also, Aniki. Oh,
Yeah. So, and my aunt was doing the keto diet with him, and she's like that. She gained the weight, and it just, you know. So in my opinion, the keto diet does not work. So I don't know, you know, it's even a small people, because Kynan's pretty small, you know what I mean? He's only 5'6".
right.
And he's about 145, I want to say. So, I mean, he's healthy for his age. He's healthy, you know what I mean? And he just doesn't see it that way. He just, you know, he just doesn't see it. He wants to have big old muscles, and you know what I mean? And
Well, nothing wrong with that.
well, no, but he's doing it the wrong way, I think, by not eating and then going and working out, and he's working out hard. You know, it's just, you got to eat.
Yeah, that's right.
And
You gotta give your body nutrition,
yeah, yeah.
and you got to get the proper amount of sleep. And I don't know of too many people that get the proper amount of sleep. At least the crowd that I hang out with, you know.
Nope. Yeah, nope. And he doesn't. I mean, working nights, he gets home at 5. And so, you know, he's taking Jackson to school, and he's coming home. He's, you know, doing chores, and then taking, you know, a 4-hour nap. It's definitely not easy for him at all. And then with me, when I first got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, they put me on Lyrica, and I'm not even kidding you, I gained, I think that was like 53 pounds. And I'm little. I'm 4'11", usually about 115, 120. You know, I always bounce between those.
Right.
So to me, I'm not super skinny, but I have meat on my bones, and I feel healthy, and I'll eat whatever I want to eat, because after that whole, you know, they found I had high cholesterol. They put me on cholesterol pills,
Oh, yeah.
and that cholesterol medicine almost killed me.
Wow.
Had I not went to the hospital, I would have just not woken up.
So you're not on any cholesterol medication now?
No,
Okay. Wow.
no. And I feel better. I know it's strange, but like certain cholesterol medications will make you have body aches and joint aches. And, you know, I tried a lot of different ones because of that. And then we found one that lowered it. And yeah, it was a nightmare. But I was on it for too long. You're not supposed to stay on it long term.
Right.
So, but anyways, with the Lyric, I had gained all this weight, and, you know, me and Craig were arguing, and I told him, "You fat ass," and he goes, "Yeah, look in the mirror." And then that was like, "Oh, okay, I'm so sorry I called you that." And he's like, "Well, I'm not. You need to get help." And I'm like, "Damn." But, you know, they switched me off the medication, and I dropped the weight. It was because of the medication. I was getting up at 5 every morning. I was exercising. I was going for walks around the lake. Like I was hardcore trying to lose the weight, and it would just gain more weight.
Right.
And so when I switched off that medication and onto something else, I dropped the weight. And then the insurance stopped paying for that. And that was over $1,000 medication. I can't afford that. I don't know
Wow.
who can.
Wow.
And so they put me back on Lyrica. And the doctor said, I said, well, that's going to make you gain weight. And he said, do you want to be fat and happy or skinny and hurt? And I said, I'll be fat and happy. And I chose to take the Lyrica, and I never gained a pound.
Someone said
The second time.
Lyrica is an evil medication for weight gain, says Gail B.
Yeah, and I gained the weight, but the second time around, after being off of it for a year, I haven't gained any weight, and I've been on it since. So, and it's probably been about 5 years. So,
Oh, wow.
And I never gained any weight the second round, you know, and so sometimes it's out of your control, right? Kind of dealing with it for self-esteem reasons, where me and Jackson, health-wise, Jackson struggles with gaining weight. Like he wants to have big old muscles, and the weight just won't stick to him. And we always joke that he's got the 6-pack, and with all his little scars on his tummy, he thinks that the doctor surgically sewed in some 6-packs, because he's like, how else do I have a 6-pack? I play video games.
Can I share something with you? Don't ever say 6-packs around Lou Rock.
Yes.
Don't ever
Yes.
say that.
You
Sorry,
said
Lou.
the wrong word.
I'm
6-pack.
sorry.
But Aniki, you know what though? I was always like that, and it's actually he'll grow in time
Yeah.
when he wants to.
Like his height is, he's 5'10" now, and ever since December when the doctor cured him, he shot up like, and I don't know, you know, when they get chubby as babies, and then they grow, and then they stretch out, and then they get chubby and stretch and grow. I'm waiting for the chubby part. Some kind of meat.
Well, sometimes young people have a really high metabolism, and they can eat and eat and eat and eat, and they're not going to gain any weight.
Yeah.
It's all about your metabolism.
And he's on a low-fat diet, so, you know, it's just...
See, I don't know what his doctor's orders are when it
Yeah.
comes to exercise and how much exercise he can do.
Right. Well, he can do whatever he wants. But before December, literally he'd go to school for a half a day, come home, and he just wanted to lay down with his, like, Indian style, and then put him up on his chest like he's curled up in a little ball because he was in so much pain. And now he comes home and he's going for hikes with his dad. He's doing all these things, and it's really a hard adjustment to get used to because he's just so healthy and active.
How old is he, Aniki?
He's 16 now.
Oh, come on. He's 16. That kid's gonna hit in a couple years. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit that spurt yet. He's still got until he's 21, maybe even 22.
Yeah, and I think he's late on growing just from all the health problems and stuff.
Yep.
Because his weight was with his stomach wrap thing and the low-fat diet, like it stunted his growth for a long time. And then out of the blue, he's cured and he's shooting up and growing, and his foot went from whoop to real big feet. And I'm just like, wow.
You know, Will
and
the
I'm
Rocker
so happy about
out there
it.
said, sorry, my spell check. I was 357 pounds. My phone is messing up. They so far lost 35 pounds. I'm on cholesterol meds, and I think Fibrazil, or is the med that they're trying to. It's like a horse pill, or it's gamma fibros. I think that's it's one of the two. So there's a lot of people that are being able to relate out here on what they've been through.
Yeah.
Now, Lou, you didn't you say that you used to work for a gym or something like that?
Lou?
Lou, are you there? Oh, he might have had.
I'm here. I thought I didn't know I was muted.
Okay, yeah. The question was, didn't you used to work for a gym or something like that at one time?
Yes, I worked in a gym for many years, and I learned a lot of different things about diet and different ways of shaping your body and how people go about doing that. One of the biggest things for losing weight that I was taught in the gym was to be on schedule with your meals. Schedule is number one, because your body, what happens is when it's off of a schedule, your body's looking for those calories. And so maybe it stores a little bit more and it stores a little bit more. You need to regulate your body so your body's not reaching out and trying to store up. But yeah, one of the biggest parts of dieting is just schedule and keeping to schedule. Another thing, if your body's not nourished enough and you work out, you could actually hurt yourself like that. You need to make sure that you're nourished and your body's got the right, amount of vitamins, protein, all that. I'm not a professional either, guys. I don't claim to be like a professional. I worked in a gym for many years. I asked a lot of questions. I met a lot of different people who I actually almost became a physical fitness trainer.
Oh, wow.
But, this is at World Fitness at the X in Springfield. And yeah, so I learned a lot of different things about the body. And
well, isn't it true, Lou, that portion control also plays a big role in losing weight?
I actually there's actually it depends. And I'm like I said, I'm not no professional, but that depends on the amount of calories you're burning off. Because if you're burning off a certain amount, you need to intake a certain amount. So portion control, you really it really has to do with the person's body. My body, I was always like Jackson. I always wanted to put on weight. I was always small, and no matter how much I worked out, it seemed like I got skinnier. But like I would get cut up, but I would not gain any size at all. And I learned that a lot of that was due to the way I was eating and how much I was actually doing. And your metabolism, everybody's body's different. Physical fitness trainer, if you're actually trying to diet, to hire a professional physical fitness trainer, I would say my personal opinion is worth the money, because they'll teach you how to do what you need to do
And how to eat.
what you want to do for your body, because everybody's body's different. Plus they need to sit there and see how your body reacts when you're working out. And
They measure your fat on your body, like in percentage or however they do it. And they give you like a whole like meal plan and what you should eat on Monday, what you should eat on Tuesday.
that's the schedule. The schedule. You need to have the schedule. And if you eat every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, make sure you eat at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, not 12:30,
Yeah.
not 1 o'clock. But I'm not like no physical fitness guru. Trust me. I'm in about as good shape as Ben.
Oh yeah. Hey, at least you got a 1-pack ab. I don't even have that.
I think I'm only showing 4 months pregnant. Ben is 6 months pregnant.
You're very kind. That's very nice of you to say.
You
Folks,
know,
don't believe him. It's not 6 months. It's 6D months. 60.
I am a certified massage therapist, and it's more than just going to school and learning to rub bodies. It's you have to learn everything because you can actually really hurt somebody, and if you know you don't know what you're doing, but with the working out, and you could break down your muscles, and and that spills into lactic acid into your bloodstream, and that will kill you. So if you're working out super hard and you're not giving your muscles time to heal, or you're not stretching properly, like you can kill yourself from working out. And I know it sounds stupid, but it's true. We learned a lot. Like, I mean, you had to learn everything about the body. You had to learn it. So in that case, like, it helped with Jackson because I was able to like massage his stomachs. I was able to, you learned about diet. You learned about a lot of stuff, but I just wanted to put that out there about the lactic acid. It will kill you if you're not drinking and hydrating and eating properly. So I agree with Lou. If you feel hungry, drink some water. If it's before your time to eat, if you're scheduling your meals and you're hungry, like really hungry, try and drink some water, because it could be your body like craving water, and you'll notice that you're not hungry after drinking some water. So you can hold off to your next meal.
Sorry about that bionic cricket in the background.
I was like, what is the cricket doing? He's got an opinion too.
He is immortal, that cricket. He's not gonna he's
I saw you tase him.
When I tased him, he just jumped. He just jumped at me. And
Oh my God.
I think I just charged him up. But
wow.
Joy
Sorry,
Cox,
I didn't want to cut you off. Sorry, Lou.
Joy Cox said, I believe it's if you're going to have large portions of anything or extra portions, it should be vegetables. But I agree with Lou that it highly depends on metabolism and body chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Miggy XO said, I have hypothyroidism and gained weight fast before I was diagnosed. And I tell you, it's hard getting it off, but I'm slowly getting there.
T. Jackson has underactive. And so, the thyroid problems run in my family, but he got a big chunk of it.
See, yeah. My problem is, here's my problem. I love to eat. And anyone that knows me, I've always got this ransom of food around me, and it's my choice that I've always got snacks around me, and I love peanut butter cups. I love York peppermint patties. I love Coca-Cola. I love all that stuff. I do, and I'm shocked that I'm not 500-600 pounds. I'm really shocked. But I usually maintain right around 220 to 230, and that's where I've been at for quite a while. But I'm not the person that's on that strict regimen of, okay, I'm going to have supper at 5:00 p.m. I'm going to have breakfast at 7 a.m. and I'm going to have lunch at 12 noon. There is no such thing in this household at all. I eat when I want. I'm a grazer. I admit it, being transparent about it. Okay. When I'm hungry, that's when I feel like I need to eat. So it's pure grazing, and it's usually on crap. Okay, I've got the potato chips, I've got the candies, I've got all the bad stuff in my household, and it's not too often that I have good stuff in my household, but I've pretty much went through most of the stuff that's out in my garden that I grew for myself, right? So now after that's all gone, there won't be any good stuff, but it's a choice that I make. So for anyone that wants to go on a diet, I look at it this way. It is your choice. Have a goal set in mind, what you want to accomplish. And I used a good example of wanting to lose weight, okay? Grab a bunch of bricks, all right? Each brick weighing about 2 pounds. Grab a whole bunch of bricks and put them someplace in your apartment or in your house. And then as you are on this diet, for every 2 pounds that you lose, you go ahead and you grab one of those bricks and you put it in a place that you're going to see every single day. When you lose 2 more pounds, you add another brick. And you continue to do that, and you will see physically that stack of bricks and how far you've come in losing weight. You start with a whole bunch of bricks, okay? You get a whole bunch of bricks. I want to lose 50 pounds. So you get 25 bricks, right? 25. And you got them all piled up. It's like, okay, there's my goal right there. So I want to take them from that pile and I want to put them over in this pile. If you need something physical to see, then that's one idea. And that was told to me quite some time ago, but I think that's pretty cool to see your success story happen and unfold right in front of you.
I have an announcement.
Okay.
The cricket has bit the dust.
Whoa.
Yay!
I got him.
Now eat it. I'm just kidding.
I ain't eating a cricket.
I'm just kidding. Cab, like something I want to say kind of, about your snacks and what you have in front of you.
Yes.
And that being your part of it too. I mean, this is my opinion.
Okay.
But it's hard to eat a good healthy meal when you don't have teeth. And I don't have any molars, right? So I can somewhat relate that. How are you supposed to eat a carrot when you can't chew a carrot? How are
You got to
supposed
boil them.
Yeah.
You got
And
to
it's
do a
just
lot of
certain
boiling.
things though, like
Yep.
you can't, if you can't chew it, you can't eat it. So, you choose the soft foods and, you like them and I love you just the way you are.
Look at this. Look at this. This is like one of my favorite little friends. It's called
Yep.
applesauce.
Yep. I got applesauce in my fridge. I had to stock up today because I'm going to the dentist on the 3rd.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
But, that's just what, like, but I've seen you eat Doritos. I've seen you eat
yeah.
things. And Francis says the same thing. I got gums of steel. I'll eat a piece of steak. I don't care.
I'm going to tell you, I am the worst advocate for losing weight. Okay. I can talk about it, but I ain't going to judge people. You do what you want to do. I know what I'm doing for me, right? And it's unhealthy. I do not suggest that anyone eat the way I eat like, okay? But I'm not a professional, just like Lou said, he's not, okay? I am not a doctor of any sort. These are only suggestions and knowledge that we share with all of you, stuff that we kind of know ourselves because we've been there and done it. So whatever.
I like the brick idea.
Hopefully you're going to be going by an online doctor or a doctor, a doctor that you have that you go to on a regular basis.
Or a trainer, a trainer's a good idea. And they really aren't as expensive if you're going to the doctor once a month.
Right.
It's going to be the same cost. And, if your doctor writes you a prescription, you can actually go in, and swimming is a good way too, because it's really good exercise and it's better for your joints. But you can go to a rec center and your doctor can write you a prescription for it and you don't have to pay for it.
Off the subject just for a second, Amy Bates. There's one thing that you don't understand about me, my friend. When someone asks for prayer, I keep praying for that person till I know that they're better on the other side, okay? You've been having a cough, okay? And I totally get that. And you got a bad cold. So once you said that out in the chat the other day, you've been in my prayers ever since. So don't ever think I'm going to give up on that. And I hope that you're going to walk into this chat one day and you can say, Ben, Cab 7, I feel better.
Yeah. Hi, Big Steve.
Hey, how's it going, Aniki?
Steve,
Good,
how you
good.
doing, buddy?
Cab 7, he's our man. If he can do it, no one can.
Yeah, yeah. So I've got my big friend, Big Steve, and he used to me call him that. And I've known Steve for quite a while. So Steve, listen, man, you got a story to share. So share with us if you want to share your size. You tell everyone out there your size, okay? And everything around surrounding that.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. A real touchy subject for me, you know, being a man of my stature, my size. You know, I've always been a big dude in my life. I've been the big dude in my life since I was 9 years old. You know, I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactiveness disorder, and they put me on Ritalin when I was 9 years old. And that pill, for some reason, just changed my body and my metabolism, and made me hungry. You know, and I just started eating, and I ended up getting big. You know, and I was been bullied all my life for it. Bullied all my life. Bullied physically, mentally, everything, everything you could imagine, you know. So I know what it's like to be through that, and but now it doesn't bother me. You know, I'm 35 years old now, and it hasn't bothered me in over 30 years. You know, 25, whatever you want to say, you know. But now diets do work. But yet you have to have the want and the need to succeed with a diet. You have to have the want to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, you won't succeed in the diet. You know, you have to really want it, you know, like with me, you know, I've tried so many diets in my life. I'm only 35, but the past 20 years, I've been trying to lose weight. And I haven't lost nothing, really. I just gained more and more and more. But, you know, you just have to have the want, the need, the drive to succeed, and you will, you know. And don't ever let anybody tell you you're fat and all that. And I've been through all that. We all have, okay? It don't mean nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It don't mean nothing, but you just have to have the want and need. You know what really did it for me? And you might think this is funny or this is even stupid or why would you ever believe in something like that? But you ever seen the TV show Scrubs, the comedy doctor show Scrubs?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
You remember the curly-headed doctor, dude? He was really shrewd. He was a real shrewd doctor, rude, you know? Dr. Cox, okay? There was an episode where they had this big guy in the doctor's room, you know, and he was having health problems and stuff. And Dr. Cox came in, and you know, he's a really shrewd, rude guy. He's going to tell you like it is, because that's the way he wanted to run his life. You know, he walks in and he looks at this big guy laying in the bed, and the big guy's looking at him, and he goes, "So, Doc, am I going to get better? Am I going to survive?" And Dr. Cox walks in and he goes like this. He goes, "Well, son, I'd love to give you something that you'd like to hear, but unfortunately, I'm unable to do that. So what I'm going to tell you is this. If you don't stop eating so much, you're going to die. No way out of it, in or out of it. Your heart will clog up from fat and you will die. You will pass away, and you will have your loved ones hanging in the balance in the background, wishing they could have ran your butt around the lake a few times." You know? And when I heard that, it was something to that degree, you know what I'm saying? I dramatized it a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? It was something to that degree, and that really hit me. Because at that point in time when I was watching that, I was imagining myself in that doctor's bed, and that doctor telling me that I'm going to die. And I don't want to die. I don't want my heart to clog up, you know? So as of lately, I've been really trying my hardest to lose weight, and I've actually been going to a dietitian, and I've taken on actually the keto diet.
Oh,
And I've been following it, and it's a hard road, okay? But I'd be happy to tell you guys that for 3 weeks now, I've been on the diet, and I've lost 20 pounds following my diet and exercising and walking.
wow.
I'm no longer 450 pounds.
Wow, man.
Congratulations. That's
And
awesome.
I have one specific YouTube friend that I'd like to thank for that. And you guys may have known her, you may have seen her around. Her name is Sherry K. She's been coaching me through this keto stuff. And, I'm telling you guys, it's hard. It's hard for me to give up the foods that I love so much,
Yeah.
to just for sustenance and stuff you like to eat, like I'm not very much of a sweet person at all. Not at all. I love me some potatoes and eggs and bacon, sausage, ham. Boy, I like to pile it up when I'm at the buffet, Big
Oh, yeah.
boys in the house. We got to put out extra food for him. Okay. But, man, it ain't like that no more. It can't be like that.
Yeah.
Because then I'll be that guy laying in the hospital bed with Dr. Cox telling me that I'm going to die.
That's right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So if anybody I got to say that's on a diet or is overweight in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got friends that will help you. You just got to make sure you follow through with it yourself, and lose the weight. Don't be stubborn. Don't just sit on your couch and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get big and you're going to get bigger and your health is going to decline. Pretty soon you ain't going to be able to move. And God forbid what that fake doctor on the comedy show said can possibly really happen to you.
So let me ask you something. What's been your heaviest weight ever?
475 pounds.
475. Okay.
And
So,
that was a few years ago, though. My weight fluctuates.
okay. So you're after the 20 pounds, you're down to 450 or you're less than 450?
Less than 450.
Oh, okay. Excellent, man.
I haven't been 475 in about 4 years.
Okay.
I was 475 when I was still working.
Wow.
And I had an episode at my job and I got fired. And that took me downhill even farther.
Exactly.
And I started drinking beer again, and I started eating like crazy. But now I quit the beer, and I really focus on my YouTube channel. I'm not the best video maker, but I almost got 450 videos now, so that's keeping me away from drinking that beer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nice. Good job.
Kathy from Texas said, "What an inspiration you are."
That's
Wow.
awesome.
I wish I could be an inspiration.
Well,
So
you are, Steve. You are.
you are. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's that one person out there right now that you don't even realize that's out in the outskirts of this live stream. They're not even in the chat, and they're probably sitting at 500-600 pounds. You don't know that, and they probably just heard your story and went, you know what, that guy, he's inspirational. I'm going to try to lose some weight now too. We just don't know.
Yeah. I have a friend right now and she's a bigger person and she's in the hospital right now and they have her going to physical therapy every, couple times a day. And the nurse was walking with the oxygen, like creeping. And she's like, either go faster or move. Like, so there's a lot of like, and she didn't mean to, but you know what I mean? It's people are very judgmental about bigger people, and that's so unfair. It's so, people are just so cruel about it, and I don't think that nurse intended for that, like she didn't, but it's like just because I'm heavier doesn't mean I can't walk, you know? And so, yeah, so having that drive is just awesome, Steve. I'm proud of you.
I think there's different kinds of people out there. There's going to be those people that breathe down your neck, yell at you, make fun of you, make a big deal about it, make you feel like crap kind of people that want you to lose weight, okay? That make you feel like shit. And that's not going to help you at all. All it's going to do is put you in depression, anxiety, and you're going to start eating more. There are those people out there that are just like that. But I had the best intentions for you. I love you so much. I don't want to see you die. But damn it, you need to lose weight. Quit looking like a fat pig. You got those kind of people. And I know what that's like. And then you got the people that say, hey, I get it. Okay. You made a mistake. You failed. It's a failed attempt. But you know what? You're going to get back up and you're going to continue. You might fall again. And I get it. But you're going to get back up and you're going to try again. And for that person that loves on you that way, saying, I get it. I understand. I'll be there for you. That's the kind of person that you need.
Yeah.
Black Cat Lover, good to see you out there. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Colleen
Thank you.
Paranormal 3, welcome.
You always say, you know, surround yourself with people that think like you and have positive, you know, things. And
Well, that helps. So, I mean, you want
it
that
does.
kind of encouragement, you know, some of that you feel, you can feel in your heart that this person truly cares about me.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I know you got a lurker, and that little lurker, you know what I mean? Like I know him, you know what I mean? And he loves people for just who they are, you know, and I know he's watching. So, you know, Jackson's cheering you on, Steve. I know he is, because he's watching. And like, he's got friends that are bigger, he's got skinny, he's got short, he's got, you know, special needs friends. I mean, he loves people. And you're an inspiration to him, you know what I mean? And you never know who's watching or might come back and watch it. And you are an inspiration to reach out for, you know, somebody to help you. That's awesome.
Kathy from Texas said, Steve, you make a channel about your keto diet. I'll watch you climb all the way. And Stump Greenwood, South Carolina said, weight loss ain't easy. It ain't an easy thing. Since open heart surgery back in April, I've lost 60 pounds and have plenty more to get off me. It's a fight for sure.
You know, weight loss is harder than quitting smoking.
Wow. Whoa. I can't imagine that.
Sure in the hell is.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm not purposely eating all the junk foods right now, because that would kind of make me look like an idiot, okay? Talking about something that could possibly save a person's life, and here I am eating a whole bunch of nasty crap.
Oh, come on, Ben. Let's have a Reese's Pieces together.
I don't have any. I'm out. I'm completely out.
Out? Okay.
Yep, I'm out. Yep.
Oh no! Crisis at Cab 7's house. No.
But after this live stream, trust me, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to have a bowl of. Never mind. I won't tell you.
Let me guess. Can I guess?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I think I know Cab 7. I don't know if I know Cab 7 that well. Cocoa Puffs?
No.
Reese's Puffs.
No. It's not cereal at all.
Oh. Bowl of cherries.
No, that's too healthy.
Chocolate ice cream.
Oh, you're close. You're right. You're right there. You're right there, man.
Oh.
Vanilla ice cream with butterscotch syrup all over the top of it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you dog, you.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it. He's gonna come around the corner and go, I want some vanilla ice cream.
Well, you know, I have done this a few times. on my live streams where I'll bring down some pudding or some ice cream and I'll make up a concoction and I'll just slowly eat it in front of people. And they're like, Cab, that's not fair. I don't have that in my house. Cab, I'm on a diet right now. Stop. You're killing me, man. But I try to make food romantic, and I know I shouldn't do that because I'm making bad food sound romantic. And I need to be, providing better education than that and making healthy food romantic, like vegetables, right? The good stuff. And I don't, because I know what kind of person I am. And a lot of people can relate to where I'm at. So, and I'm not going to change my ways. I'm not going to change my ways. I am who I am.
Yeah.
Lou Rock said chocolate covered cherry tomatoes. And I tried that the other day. I had some cherry tomatoes, and I've never tried this before. For those that weren't here, I went up to my garden, got some cherry tomatoes, opened up a chocolate pudding cup, and took that cherry tomato and put it right down in the chocolate. So if you can only imagine what that tastes like, that was nasty.
I can imagine what that tastes like.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet introduced to acid. Not good. Sweet and acid. No, it was very bad. But I'm blaming that on Lou Rock.
Yeah, where did he go?
He said he'd be right back. He's out in the chat again.
No.
So
I love cherry tomatoes too.
oh man. And during the summertime when I'm working out in the garden, I've got tomatoes all over the place. And it's like, instead of coming inside and making a turkey sandwich with a whole bunch of cheese on it and slapping a whole bunch of mayonnaise upon it, I can eat right there. I got lettuce that's grown in the garden. I got tomatoes. I can have my own salad without even coming in the house.
When Jackson was having his surgeries and one of these times, Kate, and their food there at that hospital, it's really good. And so I was craving a salad. So he finally went in. I went in with him, watched him go to sleep, gave him a kiss, walked out. And I told Craig and kind of, now I need a healthy, unhealthy salad. And I mean, I piled all the bacon bits and all this stuff on it, right?
Yeah.
Looked so good. $8 salad. So I'm walking back and we're going back to the waiting room, and I put my salad down just like I put, my purse down, all my drinks and, everything down. And Craig pulled the little tiny table over closer to me, and my salad went bloop because the leg broke on the table. So, I didn't get a healthy, unhealthy salad that day.
That's
this is the way I am. 2 nights ago, I got a family-size bowl, okay, a family-size Tupperware bowl. I took a whole head of lettuce, and I tore up the lettuce leaves, threw them in the bowl, okay? And then I went ahead and I took shredded cheese, cheddar cheese, sprinkled it all over the top of it. And then I took shredded mozzarella cheese and sprinkled it all over the top of it. And I'm tossing around like this and that, right? No tomatoes, no onions. And then I take my turkey meat, okay? I took my turkey meat. It's not one little sliver, okay? It's like 8 slices, and they're cut thick. So I'm mashing all those and tearing them up and all that and throwing them in there. And then I got it all mixed up, and it's looking delicious. I'm slobbering like you wouldn't believe because I know what's in that bowl, and they're my favorite things. And I take my favorite salad dressing. No, I do not put in a half an ounce and squirt just a little bit like it's a little prissy salad, right? No way.
I'll have my dressing on the side.
I squeeze that bottle, and it's like all over. I'm damn near covering the top of the lettuce and everything. And I take my fork and then I swirl it around, and then I consume it, all of it, a whole head of lettuce. I ain't kidding you, a whole head of lettuce, all that cheese, all that turkey meat, and all that ranch dressing. Now, I defeated the purpose of what I should have did, right? some tomatoes, some onions, a little bit, right? A little tiny bit of ranch dressing. But I know what I'm used to eating. And that's the way I am. I've been so used to doing that for so long. I don't think about it no more.
Mhm.
I don't think about it no more. But somehow that satisfies my need. So one night I'm having this huge salad that's so unhealthy for you, and then another night you all see what I eat for dinner. It's like 25 Reese's peanut butter cups. That's my dinner. That's my dinner, and 2 Coca-Colas. That's my dinner. And I can admit it. I can admit that I do that. But I suggest that no one else out there do that kind of stuff, all right? I don't use
Yeah, as far as salads though, you don't really want to use ranch dressing. Italian is better.
What's the best dressing you suggest there, Steve, to put in a salad?
Oh man, any kind of rich and creamy Italian dressing, you know, that has some good vinegar in it, and you know, just healthy.
Okay.
Ranch dressing has a lot of sugar in it.
Oh boy, do I know. Steve, it got so bad. It got so bad that I took the ranch dressing because I didn't have any bread to squirt it on. Because I have ranch dressing sandwiches, and that's all it is. 2 pieces of bread, and I squirt a whole bunch of ranch dressing on it, and I eat it that way. And somehow that satisfies me. Now, if I don't have the bread, I'll go up to the fridge, make sure no one's looking. I'll go up to the fridge, and I'll take the ranch dressing, man, and I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Just to get that little bit of satisfaction, that knowing that I am addicted to ranch dressing.
I
Yeah.
there. I'm a victim of that too.
Yeah, I know I'm not
You
the
know,
only one there.
my dad was a bigger guy too, and he decided he wanted to lose some weight, and he was, boy, when you talk about your Reese's, like he was any kind of candy, just shoveled it in. Well, he always drank Kool-Aid. And that has a lot of sugar, you know.
Yeah.
And so what he did is he just cut out the sugars, and he dropped a lot of weight.
Yeah, sugars.
Not probably what he wanted to do, but that was just a start for him. Just cutting down on the amount of sugar he was drinking, because he'd drink 2 pitchers of Kool-Aid a day because it was cheap, you know. And yeah, that's not good for you, by the way. That'll make you really dehydrated, but it tastes nice.
You know, sometimes I find myself, now I don't know if anyone else has went through this. Okay, I'll go upstairs and I get 2 icy pops. A lot of people have seen me eat these icy pops on my live streams, okay? So I consume my icy pops, and I got all the sugar in my system, and then I start craving salt. Because maybe it's because I have too much sugar in my system, and I need to balance that out. And so I'll get something that's salty, like Ritz. I've got some Ritz crackers right here right now. Has anyone else ever felt that way, where you feel like you have too much sugar in you and you need to balance it out with salt?
Yeah. We have this snack that you take Ritz crackers, and then, you know, the hard salami, and you cut that up, and then you cut up your cheese. Okay, so that's your little sandwich cracker. And then we have the pickles, and then we have the sweet pickles with it. Best combination ever.
Yum.
But it's like you need that sugar, you know, with all that salt. Yeah. The boys love it when we eat that for lunch.
Now, see, I'll take a whole roll of Ritz crackers, the whole thing, and I will gently place it on a dinner plate, right? Just strategically locate those Ritz out onto the plate. And then I'll take my shredded cheese, cheddar or mozzarella, and I'll cover all those Ritz crackers, and you can't see the Ritz anymore. And then I'll put it in the microwave, and then I'll go ahead and I'll consume that. I did it the other night, matter of fact, on a live stream.
Yep.
Whole ring of Ritz crackers and all that cheese. And well, I haven't been able to go poop for a couple days, but I think I know why.
Yeah. Ritz with peanut butter and jelly are good too.
I've never tried it with jelly.
Oh my gosh, you
Wow.
gotta try it.
Wow.
You'll love that.
Well, I've got all that.
Makes a good like meal almost, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Colleen said, see, I have to watch what I'm eating and drinking because I have to take my high blood pressure and high blood sugars and watching that stuff so I can have much, well, I can't have much salty or sugars.
No salt. Like, yeah, real low salt when you have high blood pressure.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yep.
Really, really low salt, because right now, as we speak, I'm going to take my water pill at 6 o'clock over here. And, you know, you don't want to take water pills, because I'll tell you.
Is that, what do they call that pill? It starts with an L if I'm correct. Lasix?
Mine is called hydrochlorothiazide.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Steve, I'm going to do something. Now watch this. Watch. Now I'm going to get my fat ass up on this workbench of mine, and I'm going to show you something, okay? I'm going to show all of you something here. So, wish me luck that I don't fall off.
Yeah, please don't fall.
Yeah,
Okay.
not there to catch you.
No. Okay. Now I'm going to show you folks all something. Now take a look at this now. Hold on a second. Here we go. Now hold on. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's called water retention.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And that's because I don't move. I don't move around. I don't move around enough.
Wow.
And I don't give myself that opportunity to circulate the blood in my lower limbs. So because I sit so much, this is what happens.
Wow.
And so this is also called, it's also called something heart disease. Something heart disease. Help me out here. I have something heart disease.
Cardiovascular.
Congestive heart failure. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what I have. But I've caused it. I've caused it myself, and I can admit it to all of you out there. And, you know, it's up to me how important it is for me to leave this workbench, walk away for 15 minutes, walk around the block, maybe a couple times in that 15 minutes. That's a choice that's been something that has been people have told me to do that, okay, for lack of better words, and I haven't done it. It was a suggestion that people made. I haven't done it. And it's because I'm so used to doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it anymore. I've got the knowledge, and there's a lot of you they're sitting in the same position as me. You probably got water retention right now. You've probably been told you got congestive heart failure. You got high blood pressure. You got high cholesterol. A lot of you have been already told this. And it's like the doctor gives you the information. He gives you the medication. It's up to you whether you're going to take the medication, do all the exercises, and eat properly. That's completely up to you. So I say to all of you out there, I know what it's like to be a lazy ass. I know what it's like to have the knowledge in my head, but how bad do I want it? How bad do I want to get rid of that water retention? I could do it. I could get around and walk around the block a couple times every once an hour for 15 minutes. But that's the magic in it. How bad do you want it?
Right.
So apparently I don't want it that bad, because I can admit to everyone out there in this chat right now, 41 people, I don't want it bad enough. And that's just being honest.
Well, sometimes do you feel like if you do walk away, right, that you might miss something or somebody might need you or
Well, it's because I'm addicted to YouTube, and I can admit that too. I'm addicted
right.
to YouTube. I love being here, love hanging around with people. I do.
Yeah,
And
me
so
too.
it's hard to pull myself away from this. I've been doing this in this garage for 3 solid years straight, every single
Yeah.
day for 3 solid years, doing live streams and Google Hangouts and what have you.
Guilty.
So, uh, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
there's times I don't want to miss out, or I might, you know,
but
you
because
went
of that,
live. I'll plug you into my car if I have to leave, and you're on the speakers, or Green
good
Bay, or
idea,
you
June
know.
Gall. Good idea. Set a timer to remind you. Good idea.
Mm,
But I've been doing this for so long. Um, I neglect myself. Neglect eating properly. I neglect eating at all. Sometimes I don't eat until nighttime. So for breakfast all the way through past supper, I'll finally sit down and go, you know what? I need to eat some because I'm hungry.
And I wish I could say I'd come over there and roust you out of your garage and make you walk.
Right.
all right, Cab. Jackson did. He came in here. He grabbed. Let me show you. He came in here and goes, "Oh, dinner's cooking. Can we have ice cream for dessert?"
Oh, yeah.
And then he grabbed a piece of candy and ran out.
Woo!
That's
And it has to be my favorite ones too. Damn.
I know.
Wow.
Get kid of mine telling you, "Can we have vanilla ice cream?" I said, "You are lurking," and he goes, "Maybe." He doesn't miss your nightly ones. In the morning he can't because he's at school, but even still, he's like, he'll text me, "Mom, Cab's on."
Oh.
Mike Jackson, you're supposed to be learning. Yeah. He lurks every day.
I appreciate that. Tiffany Pagoda said, I understand that, Cab 7. I know what choices indeed to make to be healthier and happier. I just choose not to do it. We need to practice self-love. I love myself. I do. I love being who I am. But I fail when it comes to doing something physical for myself. I've said that what would help, this is what would help me. And probably many of you have said it yourself. If you had someone that was at the same level that you were at, hey, I'm overweight, you're overweight, together, we're going to be each other's cheerleaders and we're going to lose weight together. Because when you do it by yourself, it's not that fun, right? There's going to be a lot of times I'm just not in the mood, so I ain't going to do it. You have no motivator whatsoever. That other person that could be a motivator, you don't have that. I've always felt this is just for me. If you had a motivator, someone that was equally as large as you, right, or somewhere near that you could both set a goal together and you can cheerlead each other on to that victory. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Sorry about that background noise on my end.
I killed my cricket. I killed my cricket.
Yay!
Oh man, we were wondering about you.
Dude, that cricket, he lived for like 3 years already. He was bionic.
Mary Neal said, I don't have the heart congestive. I don't have the high blood pressure. Don't have don't have diabetes, but I have some water retention. I have had a lot. They just tell me that it is from being a sedative. And I agree with that. I don't move around, so I don't get the blood to flow down to my legs like I should, right? Because I sit here honestly 16 hours a day, every single day for 3 years. So whatever happens to me health-wise that's going to be negative, it's because I caused it myself. And that's
Hey,
just
Ben,
the fact.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you get swelling in your legs and feet? Like when you go upstairs, and I know you go upstairs and you get in your bed.
Yep.
Do you get swelling in your feet and legs?
Well, I have two things. And matter of fact, June Gall can relate to me on this. I have water retention. No matter what I do. Matter of fact, even when I raise my legs now, the water doesn't go down anymore. It used to, but it doesn't do that anymore either. When I wake up, I still have that water retention, and I have to add on to it neuropathy really bad. I've got the signs of pre-diabetes, right? I thirst all the time. I'm always thirsty. Got the neuropathy going on, and but I don't have diabetes, amazingly enough.
You know what, Ben?
What's that?
Sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
Sitting in that chair is cutting off your circulation.
Yeah.
I was having the same problems. I'm 37 years old, and I was falling asleep in my chair, and I'd wake up and both my feet would be swollen.
Yeah.
And sitting in these chairs for 16 hours straight, that's a long time to be sitting on your legs in one spot erect.
Oh, well, not only that, time passes by so quickly. I might have to go to the bathroom really bad, but I'll pass up, and the bathroom is right on the other side of this wall. It's right there within 12 feet. And I pass up the opportunity to go in the bathroom and do what I need to do and come back out here. So I'd rather be addicted and focused on YouTube and pass up that I have to go to the bathroom. It might be hours later, but then I can't hold it anymore. And then finally, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. That's to the point where it's at with me.
Go pee, Ben.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I tell you, if I'm on a live stream and I gotta pee, I tell people I'll be right back. Okay, because I can't hold it. It probably will come out and there'll be a big flood over here. And oh boy.
Another thing that I learned in the gym was a lot of the people that were successful, a lot of the people that came in, they started off nice and slow. They didn't just try to, the ones that blew themselves out, they would come in and they would just go hard for one day, and then the next day they wouldn't be able to move their bodies. But the ones that would come in and just start slow, little tiny workouts here and there, and then keep into the schedule. I actually, my Uncle Mark told me that he's coming to pick me up in a couple days to go to the gym, and I think I really need it. I definitely need it.
That's cool.
Do it.
I got to mention something out there. Michigander man just left a comment in the chat. Thank you. I didn't notice that until Tony mentioned it, Tony the Rock fams. So kudos and credit to you, my friend. Cab 7, we just found out. Now, this is from Michigander man. We just found out that my father-in-law has cancer of the liver. We're not sure if it's stage 4 yet.
No.
Please pray for us. My wife is a mess. All I can do is just be there for her. Mr. Gander man, you are definitely in my prayers, and your father-in-law. Okay, definitely in my prayers.
So, so Jackson plays video games, right? But we saw this story on the news of this young 14-year-old, pretty healthy, no problems, was sitting in his chair day after day after day after day, and stood up to go to the restroom or whatever, and collapsed. He had developed a blood clot in his leg from sitting, and it went straight to his heart and blew up and killed him like instantly. And my niece she comes home from school and she's right there until 10 o'clock at night, goes to bed, gets up 2 hours before school and right back at it. And in the summer, she doesn't leave her computer. Well, her legs got really very swollen, and then we had told her that story, and now she makes it a point to at least just get up and walk to the kitchen and, grab a water or, grab a snack or, anything to just get up and move for just a minute. Just that
That's
little
what I
bit to
fail
keep
at.
that circulation.
I've got all the water in the world I want, okay? And water is very good for you. It flushes out your system. And if you add some lemon to it, that's even better. But that's what I lack in doing is consuming water, at least 8 glasses a day, right? Eight ounce
Yeah.
glasses of water a day. All I do is drink Coca-Cola and the Folgers, right? Folgers coffee. That's all I do every single day.
I bet
Either
I
one of
bet
those are good for me.
I bet your
Yeah.
pee looks like Coca-Cola.
Actually, no, it's clear most of the time.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
But you know what? Let me tell you, coffee is cool. You can drink all the coffee you want, but you need to cut down on that Coca-Cola there,
Yes.
Ben.
Yep. No, that's true. That's true.
Well, as your friends, every time you're live streaming, we could all remind you to take a drink of water.
I mean, come on.
You could always have a bottle of water
You
right
drink some
there.
water, Aniki.
I do drink a lot of water, actually. Thank you.
Actually,
I
would
actually,
prefer-
after having my gallbladder taken out, I craved water, and it's all I wanted, and it's all I wanted. And, of course, my coffee, but I mean, I was drinking like a ton of Coke every day. And
Coke is not the best thing for you ever.
yeah, and then after surgery, I didn't want any kind of soda. I just wanted water, and that has not stopped. So
I have a question.
But before that, I hated water. Wouldn't drink it.
I got a question for Steve. That keto diet. Now, is that diet on a schedule?
Yes, it is. I have to plan my meals, and I portion my meals according to these books and stuff that I've been getting from my dietitian, and I've just been following that.
Yeah, I don't know much about the keto diet, but definitely try to just start out by and you're up. I mean, 20 pounds is awesome, but just keep up with them times. Just the time. Make sure the time, and just start out with that and then move on from there. But just make sure the times are right. Because I'm telling you, that's what, and from the bodybuilder guys down to the guys just trying to lose some weight to the guys that were trying to gain some weight, it was all about scheduling. Everything was scheduling, and it's tough to do. It's tough to discipline yourself into. There's a lot of reasons people can't work out. Some people can't work out. Lower back issues. It all depends on a person's. Everybody is different. Everybody's body is different, and everybody's body isn't gonna. It's not gonna react the same way as another person's body. Sometimes there's underlying issues. Thyroid issue could be a problem in some people. But yeah, I'd say everybody's journey is different when it comes, because I'll tell you what, I always never wanted to be the little guy. I was always the little guy, always the small guy. And yeah, so it's tough.
Yeah, with the keto diet, it's all about watching your carbohydrate intake, cutting out a lot of your starches and sugars, and you got to cut out all of your foods that has starch and sugar, and it's a really it's a diet rich and high in protein, because you're gonna go out and you're gonna have a big old steak with some with some vegetables that are high in protein, and all kinds of different stuff, fish. But there's a lot of good things that you'll be able to eat, when you're running on the keto diet. It's just, it's all about proportions and watching the carbs, cutting out the starches, getting no sugar. That's what hits you. That's where all the fat and the water comes from, is the sugar. all
Right.
that sugar you drinking.
It's bad
Yeah.
sugars though. You know,
Oh.
you still, your body's like, it's just but your body needs sugar. And I only know that because Jackson's pancreas, right? Like, no gallbladder means your pancreas works even harder. Your liver worked harder to break down your food. And, going that journey he went on, it really taught me a lot, going to a dietitian, because when they tell you he can have 40 grams of fat a day, and you look at what you would normally cook for dinner, and it's, in the 200s, yeah, then I'm like, how am I supposed to feed the kid? And there are good sugars, like, in fruit, and so that's just my opinion, just because Jack struggled really bad with, and then Kynan was hospitalized for 6 weeks from doing the keto diet.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
It
but
is
I'll
not
tell
for
you,
everybody. I don't, and I don't think he was resting. He was definitely not on a schedule, right? He tried to eat what the meal planner said, and he could have killed him. So
I believe that you need sugars, but healthy sugars like
yeah,
what's in fruit, says Jory Cox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was talking to somebody the other day, and I forget who it was, but they were telling me that they had diabetes, and that the amount of like certain fruits, I believe it was cherries we were talking about,
apples is the highest in sugar.
and that they were only allowed 2 cherries a day.
What?
It was something like that. It was
Yeah, apples are is the highest
the
fruit.
sugars. I forget what it,
Sugar.
I might be saying it wrong, but it was a low amount of fruit that they could have. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? Are you kidding me? I thought fruit would be totally different. But
fruit is so very much full of natural sugar, and on the keto diet, I really can't have any fruit at all because there's so much natural sugar in it.
Wow.
Yep.
Dang, I can't imagine that.
I believe there's vegetables that are also have sugar in them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's hard. It's a hard diet. So, like I said, I'm proud of you. You sticking to it.
You can have 6 grapes a day.
6 grapes a day. Yeah, there you go.
Are you kidding me?
That's a tease for me. I just take those in my hand and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got to eat them really slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cut them up in little tiny pieces. Oh, man. I know how much you care for everybody that comes into your chat, Ben. Why wouldn't you care as much for yourself? You're a great man. Oh, I do care about myself. But listen, I'm not at the same level that a lot of other people are, right? And I'm not like everyone else. My mind is completely different, right? And that's what makes me unique, I suppose. But the knowledge is there, right? And I must apparently care about myself enough that I quit the drugs, I quit the alcohol, right? And that I quit the gambling. I mean, I do care about myself, but there's certain things that are a little bit more difficult than those.
And I'll tell you what, quitting alcohol and quitting it, what you've quit, you pretty much got the worst ones. Alcohol ruins lives and kills people. So be thankful that you've quit that.
Yeah.
I mean, I realize that there's things I still need to do in my life, but who's to say that someone can't plant that right seed in my heart and a month from now, I'm a new person, right? Who's to say? So that's why I always tell people, give people a chance. Give people a chance. Rome wasn't built in a day, And I will
Yeah.
keep telling people that and keep telling people that and keep telling, because I'm going against the people that said that breathing down your neck. The people are going, no, 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 no. I'm going against those people. That's the wrong way to do it.
See, if I was you, since you like YouTube so much, I'd be like this. I'd be like, nope, we're going to walk first, and then you can come home and do live stream. Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Most definitely.
You can't have more
It wouldn't be
YouTube.
that hard. And you don't even have to go around the friggin' block. You can just walk to the corner, or walk half of the block, just do something.
You're not taking away my YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Mary Neal said, it's hard to diet. One of the hardest things to do. I got an answer. We have to eat to serve. Look at my stuff I put here. I weigh 465 pounds. I know, right? But it's hard, Cab 7. And it is. It is.
I just came up with a great idea.
What's
Right
that?
now, this is the idea.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna patent this right now. All right, so what we should come up with is an exercise program that you can do from your YouTube chair,
Okay.
and these are going to be all exercises that you can do from your chair without leaving YouTube.
Okay.
And I think that'll do very well.
Okay. And what's that?
The video, we're gonna make a video about it. It's gonna be a video. People are gonna watch it.
Oh, I got ideas on how he could do it too.
Oh yes, we're gonna work out.
Yep.
We're gonna be in a chair. We're not even gonna be off of YouTube. We're gonna live stream it.
Yeah, nobody would even know. Like,
I'll watch the video when I'm out walking.
Because I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't break away from my computer for long periods of time.
I think if you get a like a 2x4, right? And you put it where your feet rest, and you just up and down on that, up, down.
Oh
up,
yeah,
down,
for your
up,
calves. Yeah,
down,
that's
up,
been
down,
great.
and just keep, one up, one down on the floor, and just you're moving your legs, you're moving your feet, and you could pretty soon you won't even know that you're doing that. You're just
I'm
doing
joking,
it.
right? This is a joke. I'm joking.
Now, see, you
It's
guys
still
know
a good idea.
I have an even worse problem that I can't give up, that you can't drag me away from. Do you guys see this device here? Do you know what this is?
That's a
This is-
Nintendo.
Yeah, this is my Nintendo 3DS. Okay, I take this freaking thing everywhere. I play video games everywhere. Okay, he ain't pulling this out of my hand for Nathan. And see, look, this is how you know it's real. If you can see, the lights for the system are on right now. See them?
Yes.
That means I was playing a game before I came onto the panel.
Barbara Wharton said, my doctor said as long as it is a berry, you're okay. But watermelon, apple, bananas, grapes, etc., are high in sugar. Drink lots of, and I think she was going to say water, to compensate for all the sugars.
And water. I'm telling you. Did
Kathy?
you know?
Kathy
Yeah,
from Texas, I hope you saw my comment out there, girl, okay?
Here, Cab. Get your water and we'll cheers.
Yep.
Cheers.
What water? There ain't no water around here. We ran out.
Aw. Get your coffee. Cheers.
Hey, Aniki, water sucks. Gatorade is better.
Kathy from Texas,
Gatorade.
really, I'm crying. I wouldn't hurt.
Gatorade.
Oh, wait. Okay, Kathy, listen. I wouldn't hurt his feelings ever, but he needs to be thinking about himself more. I'm sorry, but I would be fake otherwise, and I'm not fake. No, Kathy, hey, I totally get it, right? I totally get it. And when a person tells me one time that's all they need to tell me, I totally get it. I know there's people out there that care about me a lot, but I'll be honest with you, okay? I've lost 3 friends in the community right now. I've lost 3 friends in the community because they've been pressuring me so hard and they've been getting on my case and say, Ben, I love you so much and I don't want you to die. But they continue to do it and they don't let up. So I've had to let 3 people go. They are now blocked from my channel because I feel too much pressure. So they're not allowing me to do it on my own, and they want me to do it their time, their way. So, I don't like blocking people, but I don't like being pressured. I really don't. It was not helping me. It was stressing me out. So, I hope that anyone would understand out there. I appreciate the people who say, Ben, I care about you, man. I really do. And I want you to be here for a long time. I accept that. That's great. Okay. But please don't ever pressure anyone. And I'm saying that to everyone out there, not to one particular person. I'm saying that to everyone. Don't pressure people. It's in their time. It's their time and their choice. It's simply put.
It's
Yeah,
not an overnight fix though, either. It's just not. Anything you do that you want to quit, it's not an overnight thing.
you can only do so much for people. You can only push a person so far. Then you have to back up and let that person decide whether they want to do what you're saying, basically, or take in your suggestions. It all comes back to that person that has to have the want and the need.
That's right.
Yeah.
Listen, Kathy, you know me pretty well. You've come to my live streams many times. And I see the love that you have to share with me, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm easy to get along with, and I'm very laid back. You know that, right? I don't get pissed off at people because they said that they love me and care about me. I'm only talking about the people that pressure me and judge me harshly. That's no way to treat another person. I wear aprons, said, Cab 7, I wish you lived closer. I lost 60 pounds.
Wow.
Boy, 60 pounds, I'd be a styling and a profiling.
I'll tell you what, man, now that I know that you got that water retention,
Yeah.
You're lucky I don't live by you because you'd be hating me because I'd be dragging you out of your house. Let's go walking, boy.
Listen, if you said that to me, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat because I know that you're big, I'm big, and it would be something. It would be like a challenge, man. It'd be a challenge. Heck yeah.
And once you start doing it for real, Ben, you'll be like, oh, this isn't so bad. I can actually do this. And then just keep doing it. And then it won't be nothing to go out there and just walk.
Well, I did a challenge last year with Marlo, and I took a 2-mile hike around a lake that's a distance away from us. And Marlo said, we started on the walk around the lake, and he said, okay, you want to stop now? And I said, no, I feel like I can still move. And so I kept walking, and he kept asking me as I'm going around this lake, do you need to stop or do you want to quit? I said, no, I'm going to do this. And so I won that challenge. I claimed victory with it. I walked around that lake 2 miles and at little grades of hills, right? Nothing severe, little grades. I didn't know for sure if I was going to make, I didn't know 100%, but I challenged myself last year and I did it. And I bet you 2 to 1, if I did that same walk around that lake, I could accomplish it again. I bet you I could.
You could record it, like your nature walks and stuff.
Oh, well, that'd be a long video. No one's going to be willing to watch that. It'd be a couple hours.
Break it up.
Yeah,
Don't make the video so long.
Right.
Yeah, just start it and say, this is my goal. I'm gonna walk around this lake. I'll see you guys when I'm done. And then I did it,
Yeah.
Put those 2 clips together and
Black Rose, how are you doing?
Plus, I've seen your videos where you've done them at the lake and you're like, nature,
And it's so true.
And those are the ones right there.
It's so true. Yeah. Matter of fact, this weekend I'll be doing a hike, and I've got to do this. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. I've got to get my butt out of here and do that hike because there are a couple people that want to see this video. Yeah. So if anything, if I don't do it for myself, I'm doing it for these couple people that want to watch it.
Well,
I'd
now
watch
that
it.
I know about that video, I want to watch it.
I'd watch it. I'd cheer you on.
I appreciate that.
And we'll be out there going, Tab 7, ooh.
Heck
You
yeah,
got
man.
this. Yeah.
You know, there's a friend of ours, June Gall, had to walk 6 minutes without oxygen. Now, she needs to have oxygen, 100% of the time. But to a part of her getting closer to a lung transplant, she had to do this walk without
Exercise.
oxygen for 6 minutes.
Yep.
And she did that. The whole community came together and watched her do that. And to see her claim victory at the end of it, we were all so excited for her.
Yeah.
It was completely awesome.
Yeah. I think she did it longer for 6 minutes too.
I think she did. I think she went over 6 minutes. Yeah.
So we were going to drive out there and do that walk with her.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And yeah. I didn't know she was going to be out all day, or I would have just kept going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's not that far from me, so.
Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. Blue Idaho says, Trina Fulmer, first don't call it a diet, call it change of life. Lost 80 pounds. It's been 3 years and need to get busy again. Wow, 80 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, don't call it a diet. Call it I want to live it.
There you go. I'll be doing the same walk again, September 22nd, says June Gall. There
Oh,
you go.
I'm coming. For real.
That would be
I've come
nice.
this time,
We're rooting for you, June.
September 22nd.
Yep.
I'm going to write it down.
Big Steve, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Were you always big, or when you were younger, were you more smaller?
I've been big since I was 9 years old.
You've been big always. Okay.
See, I was so used to my mom being big since I was adopted. My mom stood 5'3", 325 pounds. I was used to her being that size. And I think, for me, the positive outcome of that was accepting people for their size and learn not to make fun of people because of their size. So I remember before my mom died, it was a few months before my mom passed away, and I looked at her and I said, Mom, you're not big. I said, you're not fat. You're not overweight. I looked right into her eyes and I said, Mom, you're gently rounded. And when I said that to her, a big smile came across her face and she loved it. She loved how I put that, gently rounded.
Aww. Craig is he's 6'3" and 350 pounds. He's a big guy.
Good size, yeah.
And he probably about 5 years ago did the P90X workouts, and he built muscle and he lost a ton of weight, and in turn, these muscles here in your shoulders, not your biceps, but your deltoid. Is that what that is? Anyways, this got really, really, really big.
Right.
And it cut off the vein here, and it just started building up all the blood in his arm. And his arm, I'm not even kidding you, was probably the size of my waist. It was huge.
Whoa.
And he had a ton of blood clots right here. So they had to remove his first rib and put in, and then in turn that caused his lungs started to bleed. So he had a chest tube that drained out. I mean, he got really sick from it. So yeah, it was not the way to work out, I guess.
I seen a guy in the gym. He was a world record holder of a bench press, and his bench press was like it was almost up to like 750 pounds bench press. It was a world record.
Mm-hmm.
And he's from this local area. He lifted up, he was trying to break his record. And when he lifted up, his muscle detached from his skeletal structure, one of his, and that filled up, and he almost died. It really messed him up and it messed up his career, and
wow.
yeah, he got hurt really bad. So overexerting yourself, you can get hurt.
Yeah. He's lucky he isn't dead. You know, they had to put in all kinds of things. Like it was awful. But yeah. Just everything in moderation, right? That's what they say. So I would think even working out and exercising and
Well, working out to lose weight is actually, I would say, easier than working out to gain mass.
right.
Because to gain mass, you're trying to shred everything you got so it swells up, and you're trying to overload your body with calories and protein and to try to build that mass. But when you're just trying to burn calories, you don't have to go all out. You don't have to hurt yourself. I remember I went to work out with my cousin one day. He was a bigger kid, and he came in and he was just all ready to go, and he just started lifting these crazy huge weights right away. And he's a strong kid. He was very strong. And the next day when I went and seen him, his arms were floating in the air because they hurt him so much that he had to hold them up. And
wow.
Yeah, just light exercise. You can
That's why I think like the pool, because it's weightless, and even for people that do have back problems or joint problems, and that's good exercise, even just walking around in the pool. Now I'm scared of water, so that is not happening for me. But yeah, it's supposed to be like really beneficial for people with fibromyalgia is to do aquatherapy. And because I'm scared of water, I did it, and my fibromyalgia flared up for 3 days afterwards. And I think because I was freaked out. So, but that's what the doctors will even tell you that for if you want to exercise, but you can't do it because, you can't walk or whatever, like, because it hurts your joints on the sidewalk or whatever. So water.
Mary Neal said, food can be a addiction. It is for me. I love food. It don't love me. It's sad that the one thing we need to live that is bad for us. Wow.
Well, and then you try to eat healthy, right? And there you are, you spending way more money because it's expensive to eat healthy.
It is to eat organic, and even like stuff they call organic. Sometimes that's not. It's just sold in that store. It's marked up. Yes, it's more expensive to be healthy.
Yeah.
That's another hard part of it all.
Yeah. So when you are on a fixed income, how do you do it? Like it's easier to eat unhealthy. And
Well, I mean, that's where
it's
you
gotten
have to,
convenient.
instead of organic, that's where you have to read all the labels. And from time to time, I find myself reading labels. You can ask Marlo to see how much cholesterol is it, how much saturated fat is it. If I can't afford the organics, I'm looking at certain products in the grocery store and reading the back of the contents, going, okay, I can have that, or no, That's way too much sodium for me. I can't have that. I do take that in consideration when I buy foods for this for me, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, reading the labels is really important.
They say, and this is probably a fact, the outside, the perimeter or the inside perimeter of a grocery store is where all the healthy stuff is at. It's the
Hmm.
stuff in the middle that's the worst for you, right? That's where the
Yeah.
potato chips are, the sodas are, right? All the bad
Yeah.
things. And that's
Yeah.
true. True.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can keep yourself on the perimeter of the inside of a grocery store and then go to the checkout,
Well, you're never going to get by that checkout with all that candy there.
that's in the middle aisle, see? And I love the middle aisles, Lou.
Yeah, but you don't go to registers and there's all the candy right there, right next to the
No,
register.
no.
Mm.
No, I go directly to the candy aisle, man. That's where the big bags are, the 2-pounders.
Yeah, our grocery store is like that too. There's
That's their
all the
last ditch.
candy bars and
Yeah, that's their last ditch attempt of getting you to buy that stuff.
That's right.
It's all piled up right there at the register. So I could take one of these Reese's bars or
Yep.
whatever it may
yeah.
be.
And then above that is all the chips, right? And then on the end is where all the, sodas are and
Well, that I will. Okay, let me admit, it's those damn soda cases, those miniature soda cases that got Coke in them, right? And they're right there at the cash registers, and I fall for it every single damn time. I am honest. It is those damn soda cases. Because as soon as I see Coca-Cola product, I'm already foaming at the mouth. I'm already dehydrated, even though I'm probably not. But I feel like I'm on the desert. It's like, God, that icy cold Coca-Cola is going to satisfy my needs until it's gone, right?
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
they get me all the time, right at the register. Coca-Cola.
Yep. Even our Walgreens is like that. Like you go to the checkout and there's all the candy, there's the soda thing, and then there's the chips.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
and then behind that's your cigarettes and your tobacco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Triple whammy. Bam.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's our world has become a world of convenience, right? Like, oh, I don't feel like cooking. I'm gonna stop and get a bucket of chicken. Like it was a hard day at work. I'm gonna stop and get, a bunch of burgers for dinner or tacos, and that's our society, I think.
Nina Landis at Cab 7. I'm guilty. I buy these pre-made hamburgers are called White Castle, and I have a whole bunch of Girl Scout cookies in my freezer. Oh God, both of those sound good to me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can really appreciate people that have been there, done it. But for that person out there that does not know that experience, has never lived it, I don't appreciate that. When people like that come at me and go, Ben, you need to do this. Ben, you need to do that. It's like, well, hold on a second. Have you been through this before? No, but I, I know the information and I'm just sharing it with you, man. I care about you. It's like, I'd rather hear it from someone that's been there, done it. That's going to have more impact, right? Someone that can share their success.
Yeah.
Kevin Moppin, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you out there. Sandra Brotchard said, potato chips are my weakness. The Cheetos get me all the time. They are my favorite.
Cheetos. Yep.
Yeah. Nina Landis, yeah. But I am am up moving around in the store at night. When I go to work, I think that's the work every night, every day. But I do think a little bit to work, but I don't need it every day though. Coke is an addiction, same as food is for me. I get Cab 7. I don't eat junk food. I don't eat junk food, chips, chocolate, cookies, etc. I love food regularly. Food my mama was from the South, Cab 7.
Mm.
You know, I
Yep.
find myself going to the bakery part of the grocery stores that I go to, Walmart and Giant. And over there, you see all these goodies. You see donuts. You see cakes. I love cheesecake. All right.
Mhm.
Walmart sells a cheesecake for just under $13. That's a big one. And you lift it up, it's got some weight to it. I lift things up, okay? And this is terrible. If it doesn't have the weight to it, then I know it's not going to satisfy me. So I lift things up and it's like, damn, that cheesecake's got some weight to it. 2 slices, that's going to satisfy me for about half a day before I have 2 more slices at the end of the day. But it's just a weird thing about me. I want my money's worth.
Yeah. True. True.
Thank you for that skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know. And I've been eating a lot of cheesecake lately.
Have you really, man?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
I'll tell you what, I have a picture on my license, and I've had it since I was 21 years old. And when I was 21, I was in good shape. And so it was like a couple months back, I went to get my license renewed, and they told me that actually now I had to change the picture. And I was like, no, I can't change that picture, because of course that's the picture of me in shape. I don't want to do the picture of me today. I want to do the picture of me then.
You know, it's funny that you should mention that, Lou, because now this is a little off topic, but these people like dating services, okay? You put out a profile and the person goes, now I remember back in the day, okay? I do remember back in the day. But these people will put up a profile and it's a picture of them and you go, holy crap, that person's hotter than hell. I want me some of that, right? And so you find out that that picture was from 12 years earlier and the person doesn't even look like that anymore. So here you got this vision in your head looking at that picture going, oh yeah, until you finally meet the person and go, what the hell happened to you?
You got catfished.
Well, nowadays you got all the filters. You can filter everything out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure can.
Even school pictures now are like that, you know?
Ex-toxic, you know what? You know what, ex-toxic? I could get heavy into that topic, but I won't. But you are exactly right. You and me are on the same page about that. And I'm just admitting it, okay? But you are right. The Artist Devil, hey, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you out there. Wow. Hey, I got to ask one more time before I bring this live stream to a close. Oh, great. Guess who's coming? It never fails, right at the end of every live stream.
Yep,
Green Bay.
I was just about to close it out too.
Holy crap. Now I can't end it now because Dave's here. Dave, I'm gonna send you a link, buddy. I want you to come up, okay? Because you can relate to this topic. So hold on a second. I know you got time for all of us. I know you do. Control V.
You know what I found though? Since I've started doing YouTube, I was always such an active person. I was in shape. I was always really in good shape. And now that I've started doing YouTube, I have one 6-pack. It's not a 6-pack. It's one of them small kegs that you can. It's a beer ball. It's a beer ball.
He's got the one pack ab.
1-pack ab. Yeah.
So what do you do, like, if you've tried everything, you're doing everything right, you're on a schedule, you're working out, you're trying to do everything the right way,
I haven't tried to do
eating
nothing,
right,
though. I'm just lazy.
and you don't gain weight. You don't lose weight, but you gain weight. you know.
Well, they say that muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're working out, that would stand to make sense. I mean, because muscle does weigh more than fat.
Yeah. Well, and what if you don't, you look in the mirror and you don't feel like you losing weight, so you just work out even harder, or you eat even better, or you know, you're trying to do everything right, but you just can't lose it.
Well, hey,
You know,
good
it's just,
example of that. If she's still out there, June Gall. Now she's said this publicly many a times. She needs to lose 10 more pounds.
mm,
10 more pounds. That's all she needs to lose. And she is finding it so difficult. She said, Ben, I don't know what else to do. I'm doing the treadmill. I'm following the diet. What else can I do? And she's stuck.
mm.
Unless she gives up food altogether and doesn't feed herself, yeah, she'll lose the 10 pounds, but she'll become more unhealthy than she already is.
Oh man,
What if she cuts out sugar?
I bet she's done everything.
She has. She said this on several live streams now. I've done everything that I need to do. What else can I do? So
Yeah, that's frustrating, because when you are bigger and the weight just comes off real, you know, in double digits, let's just say, you know, oh, I lost 10 pounds. Oh, I lost 13 pounds this week. And then you need to lose that last 5 to 10 pounds. And it just, no matter what you do, it's just there.
well, like Toxic said, the 10 pounds is the hardest part of the loss, the last 10 pounds. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
But that was me. I could not, no matter what I did, and I thought I was doing something wrong. And, you know, it ended up being medication, you know, so.
Wait a
But
second. Gary Scandal said only water after 6 on guarantee she'll lose that 10 pounds.
Oh gosh.
Only water after 6?
So when do you get water? One time a day?
Wow.
Water after 6, what, AM or PM?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
probably PM. I've heard that too. Like after dinner, that's it. You know, have dinner at 6, and then nothing else. And if you, like I was saying, like if you feel like you're hungry, drink water, because you're filling up your stomach, and but yet you're not eating and putting in things you're not
You
supposed
know
to.
what? I think I need what Ben was talking about. I need that person to do it with me.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people, you know what? A lot of people think that, but it's actually true. I've actually seen a lot of people
Yeah.
do it because you got a buddy, because you got somebody to help you out and somebody to push you along.
Yep.
And
Lou, I mean, my neighborhood here that I live in, it's active military and a lot of retired military. And every morning and every evening, I see either couples out there walking their dogs, or I see 2 friends out there and they're gabbing along going down the sidewalk. I see it all the time, every day in, day out, the same people, but there's always a pair.
yep.
So
Yep.
that means that you need to grab Marlo by the hand there and say, "Come on, let's go walking."
Here's the problem there, Steve. He has said it. He says it all the time to me, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
then you need to go, buddy.
See, the thing with Marlo that you don't understand, Marlo stands 5'7" and he's 105 pounds. He's always been that way. Always been. His whole family's like that. They have high metabolism. They can't gain weight. He has no problem burning calories. I'm quite the opposite. It's like, what's that comedy duo back in the 1920s and 30s?
Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy. That's us. That's us.
I know a lot about diets.
There
Hi,
you
Green
go.
Bay.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I was just waiting. I was letting everyone
No,
talk.
Hello.
go ahead, man. What's on your mind about that?
No, I've seen all kinds of things on the spectrum because my wife struggles with weight, especially being type 2 diabetic. Very hard to lose weight.
Yeah.
My kid is, 2 of my kids are like toothpicks. One of them
Yeah.
can eat like a horse and can't gain weight.
Yeah.
I myself last year was dieting. Man, dieting's hard, really hard. I was actually starting to read like the packages, like the calories and all that, and the portions, and
Yeah.
what I used to eat and what I went down to eating. Man, I couldn't take it anymore. I kind of gave up on it after about 2 weeks. I mean, I was eating.
It's it's discouraging when you start reading the labels, right? Because you don't realize what you're putting in your body that you're like, oh crap.
It's
But
so much
Jackson
discipline.
likes the Chips Ahoy cookies, and they're reduced fat, right? And they're quite a bit reduced fat, but they taste the exact same way. They really do.
Mary Neal said, Cab 7, I'm the version of the one that struggles to lose weight every day. Then I look at the thin person that struggles to gain weight. I used to be envious of them, but realized that they struggle same as me. That's true. Toxic says, PM, there are people that don't share the same hourly routines. So I'd have to work out a schedule that work with your body and schedule. June Gall says, I eat less than 1,000 calories a day.
I read that. Yeah,
You can imagine what 1,000 calories ain't shit. That's nothing.
even just drinking water all throughout the day takes discipline. That might sound funny. I found that sounded easy when I was dieting. Oh, just drink water all day long. I'd find myself forgetting to drink water all day long.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would drink it and I didn't like drinking water all day long. Exercise is terrible. I'm terrible about that. Like you said, taking walks. Me and my daughter, Cab, we took a walk around the neighborhood one time.
Right.
I was like, okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to start someplace.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to start someplace. And but like I said, the only way that it's going to happen is that you got to believe in yourself. You got to want it bad enough to be able to accomplish it.
you
And
know,
I'm not there. I am not there when it comes to this. My doctor said I am obese. Okay, I'm obese at 230 pounds. I'm obese. He said my weight that I should be at for my age is 180. I can't remember the last time I was 180 pounds.
Wow.
But that is where I'm supposed to be at. So that's 50 pounds. That's 50 pounds. But do I want it enough? Do I want to be 180? I would love to be able to cross my arms, go like this, or snap my fingers and be there. It'd be so damn nice, or take that magical pill. But I'm not willing to go through all the work to get to that 180 pounds, even though I know that I would feel healthier. I'd look better. Right? So it's all on you. It's all on you. How bad do you want it?
but I would say this to people trying to diet: do it for the right reasons, health reasons. If you want to, I mean, don't do it because I want friends that accept me the way I am. I want, a spouse that accepts me the way I am. So trying to do it because if people are making fun of you or something like that, I know that's bad, but I mean, you should do it for the right reasons is all I'm saying.
Christopher
Yeah.
Lane, one thing you got to understand, I was 23 to 27 years old. I'm 55 now. I've got a few more aches and pains than I did back. I didn't have any back then. Now I do. It's not that simple, right? And that's not making an excuse. I know what I'm capable of doing right now. I know what I'm capable of. And that, I'm making excuses that I'm not getting out and doing the things I'm capable of. I get what you're saying.
In that
Yeah.
gym I worked in, I seen a lot of people who were picked on. Really,
Wow.
Oh yeah,
really
you're right, Lou.
to the guy you don't want to bump into that you picked on him because he ends up being the biggest guy in the gym and works out the hardest. And I've seen a lot of people in the gym because people have picked on them, and then the tables, they kind of make the tables turn because some people have natural size to them, and you want to pick on somebody, You might be picking on the wrong person, I'll tell you that. I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of drastic changes in people who go and work out at the gym. I've
Well,
seen little guys turn big, big guys turn little.
Well, I had a lot of experience growing up with my brother. You know, I showed you the picture of my brother, Cab.
Yeah.
He was a bodybuilder, and he had like 27-inch arms, and it was all muscle, actually, no steroids. And I watched him with his diets all the time. He was 350 pounds. But one thing I noticed, once I hit 50, wow, it's a lot harder to keep weight off.
That's called gravity.
Yeah, I guess.
You are right, because our metabolism slows down. There are those, exceptionally rare, I suppose, older people that still have that metabolism. It's, with them that they can maintain. But for the majority of us, I think we do slow down when we get to 50 and 50 plus.
It's so hard to diet. Oh my goodness, and exercise. It takes so much discipline.
Yeah.
I do have some friends I know that wanted to lose some weight, and they're actually capable of exercise. They don't have a disability or anything like that.
Right.
But they actually weren't willing to put the exercise and the diet into it. And I understand, because to do that every day, every single day, it's hard.
Yeah. That's so true, Green Bay Wacky. I'm 51.
Yeah, I definitely noticed it. Now, one thing, you're going to laugh at this. I found out I'm not as overweight as I thought because I got a new scale. My old scale was telling me I was like 20 or 25 pounds heavier, and I was so shocked at my weight. Gab knows this, and I was like, I'm getting a new scale. I'm going to see if, and the scale was off, actually.
Hey,
Oh,
Dave,
wow.
you want to hear something funny again?
What's that?
Every time I get onto the scale, when Big Steve gets onto the scale, he goes, stop.
Well, the scale
More you
that
to
we
love, Steve. There's more you to love.
the scale that we had at home.
Hello.
Hey, Jackson, how are you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
Oh, I had
Good.
my pop-up chat over there. Did Jackson just come on?
Just for a second.
Oh, I was half covering Anarchy with my pop-out chat.
Yeah,
Cab. I don't need to see Cab.
he always pops in, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He always sticks his little face in.
Yeah, but you should see the mama look. Mama's giving the look. You better go over there and say hi to Cab 7. All she has to do is give the mama a look. The squint in the eyes, the pierced lips.
The other thing me and my wife talk about all the time, to actually really eat healthy is actually expensive.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's
And
even more expensive to be healthy.
And not everyone has the kind of cash to buy the good, right stuff that we should be eating.
Right. So if you're on a fixed income, what do you do?
I even look at those diets you can pay for where they ship the food to you. Some of those are like $400 or $500 a month.
I know a family, and my buddy that a lot of people who know me know I have a friend named John comes to my house all the time, and he's been in a few of my videos. And John has been affected by Lyme disease.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And it's really affected it's affected his back, it's affected his vision. He's got a lot of problems from the Lyme disease. But what their family started to do is they started to grow their own food, and they grow everything, and it is so much more I don't know, maybe it's just
no, that's true. It does taste better, Lou. It's a fact. Yep.
Yeah.
Again, it's a lot of work though to grow your own food.
They did it one thing at a time, and then every season they'd say, hey, let's grow a couple of these, let's grow a couple of those. Now they literally are just constantly pulling stuff in that's natural food right out of their backyards. I've never seen anybody do anything like it, and I think it's pretty cool.
Best way to go.
Christopher Lane said, in all seriousness, I've noticed a lot of people who look embarrassed at the gym. I sympathize and encourage them those who are trying to make their life better. You know, Marlo and me went to a gym, and it lasted for 2 months. That was it, and it only cost $10 a month at this gym, and I didn't feel comfortable there because a lot of the people that went there were all smaller than me. People were kind of focusing on me. There was no one else to focus on because everyone looked pretty healthy, right? But I'm the fat guy that comes into the gym, and people are going to take notice of that. So I felt uncomfortable. And even though there's signs inside this gym that says no judging, no harassing people, it still was there. It's like some people, they stare at you and they pierce right through you. And it makes you feel uncomfortable. But if I had, you know, a couple big friends that went in with me, I would have felt a hell of a lot more comfortable. But there are people that go in there for the first time by themselves and they feel inadequate.
Still, again, takes discipline. I was part of a gym when I was younger, and at first it was kind of exciting for the first 5 days, you know.
Yeah.
Then I found myself less and less there, you know. I just, you know, you drive your car down there and you go work out and you take a shower, and you know, a lot of time passes, and I just couldn't get into that routine.
Christopher Lane said Green Bay Wacky. I'm just so used to shopping that way. I may be wrong.
Oh, me and Christopher Lane were talking because I made the comment that, because me and my wife talk about this all the time, that buying the proper food is much more expensive.
Right.
Christopher said it's not that much more expensive, but it actually is more expensive to buy the right.
Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, you know, I've heard so many people say that same thing. And, you know, a lot of people are on a budget. They only make so much per paycheck. And it might mean that extra 50 cents for that organic that you just can't afford. So you end up buying the ones that aren't as healthy, right? That are non-organic, just so you only got so much money to work with.
Well,
and 50 cents can make a difference.
Some of the calories, when I was trying to diet a little while back, you know, like the green beans had like 60 calories for the bag, and the rice with the mixed vegetables and all that was like 360. But I just couldn't keep eating the green beans every time. It was so blah, you know.
Right.
I couldn't put butter on them because that would put it up, you know. It's hard. And, you know, it's a really kind of difficult subject because everyone's body is different. There's no exact formula that works for everybody.
I think I just heard someone bite into a potato chip. Now I heard some chewing in the background.
Not a potato chip, buddy, but a beautiful, wonderful, juicy
wow. Look at that.
Of celery.
Celery.
Wow. There you go. There you go.
Now, so Big Steve's up here?
Yeah.
Were you up here because you are dieting or?
Yes, and I had a little story to go hand in hand with it. I'm doing the keto diet right now. I'm you know, just trying to control what I'm doing and following my guides that I have, and getting support from the friends that I got. And so far, I've lost about 20 pounds.
Oh, congrats!
And I'm feeling better, and I'm doing my walking. Probably not as much as I should. I will not lie, but you know, the walking's there.
Yeah, I don't enjoy exercise at all. I get the best exercise when I work on things around the yard and stuff, walking around the yard, you know.
See, that's too structured, and I don't like structure. And I've been so used to doing things the way I want to do it, the lazy old cowpoke way. But if you want to get healthy, you have to structure your life around getting healthier. And I haven't done that in such a long time, since I was in the military, to be honest with you. So I've been out since, 1991. That's a lot of years.
Well, we bought a $1,200 treadmill, many years back, because many years back, that treadmill sat around collecting dust and ultimately even got broken by the kids. And we probably only used it like 10 times. I ended up giving it away on Craigslist.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in the other room and I'm going to take a picture of what I've got out there. And I have never used it. I've had it for over a year. I'm going to take a picture. I'll show it to you guys.
Well, we'll just take the show over now, Ben.
All right.
All right. It's Green
All
Bay
right.
DVNT. Let's take this over.
Welcome to the Monarchy Jack Colorado Explorer Show
Woo-hoo.
with guest stars Big Steve, Lou Rock,
Yeah,
Greg
buddy.
Wacky, and special guest star Cab 7. Tonight we're going to explore the inner workings of our minds.
Oh, nobody wants in my mind. They'll be like, let me out.
Yeah, my wife, she struggles with the weight because she's on so many medications for
Yeah,
diabetes.
that was me. And,
Oh,
you know, the Lyrica made me gain 53 pounds.
I believe it.
And yeah, it
Hardly
was
eats at all.
bad.
She
No
hardly
matter what I did, it just would not come off. And finally I got taken off of it and I dropped the weight. And then the insurance stopped paying for the new one. And so I had to, I went back on the Lyrica and I haven't gained any weight with it the second time around. So I don't know.
Okay, this is what I got. Brand new. Some of the discs aren't even taken out of the box yet. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
You got a whole gym set.
I do.
Is that an elliptical too or something? What is that? Let me see.
No.
Trying to see.
It's the bench, the dumbbells, the barbell, the crunch, the leg machine, and plenty of discs. It's like 300 pounds worth of discs. I mean, look, this is from a year. Those have been sitting there for a year. This whole machine's been sitting there for a whole year, and I haven't used it. I just have not used it.
I'll be the first to admit too. Social media, YouTube, this kind of stuff is probably very unhealthy from the standpoint of we're always sitting down in a chair for hours on end.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I got up on the workbench here and I showed him my water retention, and that's because I don't get around. Cindelicious mixing it up said, Cab 7, I'm very addicted to sodas too. I hated water. I had to figure out how to drink water. Worked for me. Personally, room temperature, not cold, was better. Lost 60 pounds. Need to get back to it. Well, I mean, if I would have started lifting weights a year ago when I got that workbench, I'd probably be pretty damn big and quite fit if I would have dedicated some time to it.
Yeah, it is so hard dieting. Man, is it hard.
It is. But it helps when you've got a partner, someone that wants the same goal to achieve the same goal as you do. Like I said earlier, you got to be each other's cheerleaders. And that does. It helps a great deal instead of doing it by yourself.
Yeah. I was reading something there. Water pills, but it's my heart.
Support system helps a lot, says Fighting Spirit. Now, Fighting Spirit, he was a professional MMA fighter. Okay, the guy's in shape. I mean, you can look at his icon. The guy is definitely in shape, and he cares about his body.
Yeah, I was never that guy. I was never that. And my brother was always bodybuilding, lifting weights, bench press, doing all the leg press, all that stuff.
Well, I got to say that for the military, they did keep me in shape. They really did. You had to be in shape, or you're put on the Fat Boy program, and they work you pretty hard because you're here to protect this country. They want you in tip-top shape to be able to do that. So I will say, out of the military, that was probably the greatest benefit of serving, was that I could run the mile under 7 minutes for my age category, and I could run the 3 mile at the time that they give you for the 3 mile run, which was once a year. I was able to do all those things.
I have a relative that lost over 100 pounds, and the way he lost it was surprising, an unexpected side effect. He became a volunteer fireman.
There you go.
And he lost over 100 pounds. He said he sweats it out because when he has to put on all the equipment, you know, and all the, I couldn't believe him one year. He's, you know, and then the next year was like, holy cow, what happened to you? This is awesome. He said, I joined the fire department.
Right.
Yeah, lost over 100 pounds
That's
in a
awesome,
year.
man.
Yeah, well, it's the sweating, you know. That's why you're supposed to get the heart rate up, you know.
Yeah, there's a being a firefighter, there's a lot of, they got the course right down at the end of the road here, and they do these drills through the building. And I'll tell you what, with all that gear on,
Yeah.
running through that building is not easy.
Oh, hell no.
No. Oh, that's funny. We can now say crickets, and there really are crickets.
I killed my cricket.
No, I just heard crickets because we always make that joke when no one says anything. Someone's got real crickets going.
No, don't say that. I killed that little. Oh my gosh.
Now see, if you actually killed the cricket, then you got to have its carcass. Now we want to see it.
It's bad luck. It's bad luck. People were telling us in the chat, it's bad luck.
Bad luck to show a dead carcass?
No, to kill a cricket.
Well, I killed.
I had at least 5 people in the chat say that when we were discussing that one day.
I killed that cricket, but there's another one, and I can't tell if he's in my room or not.
You know, they say if you kill spiders, you go to hell.
What?
Wow.
Spiders.
What? I've never heard that one.
Yep.
Why spiders? Why?
Because they're like one of God's main creatures, man.
Oh my goodness! Wow. I'm mixed. It depends on what the spiders do, and sometimes they get a lot of times I'll put them on a piece of paper and put them out, but sometimes they're in my space and they get squashed.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I had a couple brown recluses in the garage here. One of them was on the workbench here. Thank God I looked down and saw that bastard. And I made sure that it was a brown recluse. Now, it's also called a fiddle spider. And if you look at the back of
They're poisonous.
Exactly, they are, and they can cause a lot of damage. They eat your skin away. They kill your flesh, and they're a very toxic spider. So I killed it immediately. If I see a black widow, I kill it immediately. I don't want it around me, and I don't want it around my friends or their kids. You know, I'll get rid of them, and I'm not afraid to say that.
You know, the one thing I never kill moths. Never kill moths. I always cup them and let them go.
They say that daddy longlegs are one of the most venomous spiders, but they can't actually deliver venom.
It's false.
It's false?
Yeah, we looked it up on the internet on a live stream. It's false. It's a rumor.
It's a rumor?
I've heard it too. Yeah,
I kill them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You know what? Daddy longlegs, I got to admit, a lot of times get squashed. I hate those things, man. It's big.
You know, it's funny. I don't mind those. I really don't mind daddy longlegs.
Oh, I hate them. That little button kind of body.
See, I get a lot of those recluse spiders here in Massachusetts.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord.
Man, we don't have any big spiders like that in Wisconsin.
Yeah, the brown recluse isn't a big spider. It's a very small one.
Yeah, they're not very big. They're also referred to here as wood spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Do they like wood? Is there something about wood that they like?
Light Feather 623. I scoop up spiders and bugs and take them outside. I do both. Sometimes I do that a lot. And my wife laughs at me. Why don't you just squash them?
The only insects I do that with are the ones that I feel that are beneficial to the garden, like ladybugs. I will save a ladybug's life. If it lands in my pool, I'm going to scoop it out. If it's a bumblebee or a honeybee, I'm going to scoop it out of the pond. I'm going to take it outside because they're beneficial, right? A garden spider. Garden spiders are good. I will save the life of a garden spider.
Oh, I got to admit, I'll squash bees sometimes. I admit it.
I don't do that. No.
In a while, man, I found 2 of them in my camper the other day, and they were big-ass ones. I'm sorry. One I vacuumed, the other one got squashed.
I won't squash a honeybee, but I will squash a wasp.
Yeah, wasp, not like a honey.
Yes,
I don't
wasp,
have those.
wasp or hornets. Yes.
Yeah, the honeybees are cute.
Well, you need the honeybee to pollinate, your vegetables and fruits and flowers.
I've dealt with a lot of bees being a roofer.
Oh, I've dealt with a lot of bees being a camper flipper. They're always making nests in campers.
I've been
Find them everywhere.
I've been stung in. I was stung in my head, at least 30 times in one sitting.
Holy crap! 30
Ouch.
times?
Yeah, it was a lot of
man.
it was a lot of stings. It hurt, and I was 3 stories off the ground,
Oh,
and making it to the ground was it was pretty much a battle to get down off of that roof safely.
yeah. Last year I found a little nest on my boat under a tarp, and once I lifted up, man, I got stung about 5 or 10 times. I was trying to fight them off.
Ow. Ow.
Oh man, yeah, they're nasty when they.
Oh, yeah. I hate.
You're going
One
after
time I
their
got.
house. You're going
Me
after.
and my dad are driving down this busy street, and one flew in the window and behind me and stung me in the ass.
Oh,
And I got out. I slammed on the brakes, and it was like screaming because, it hurts. And I threw my car in park, ran around, threw my dad's car door open, pulled down my pants, and asked him if there was a stinger in my ass.
oh, jeepers.
He's like, I am not looking at that, but everybody else is looking.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
It's
Wasn't
kind of odd.
thinking.
Probably put that on Stream Snooper. You might get some views.
I was doing good all day. I was doing good all day until you mentioned that.
Got him started.
Oh, I love
Jeez.
giving you guys grief about that because
Okay, we're gonna end this live stream now because now all I'm gonna think about is Stream Snooper.
I literally have only looked at the YouTube live streams. They're
Dave,
literally
people
you
that
guys are the ones that went to the gutter.
Dave, it's people that try to admit that are actually the guilty ones.
No,
You're the first one to say, I've been married for 30 years. Here's my ring. I'm happy. I don't look at porn. No, you're the
I don't watch
do again. Here
shows
we go.
about breastfeeding.
Stream Snooper. All I do is results 250 sites.
Well, you know what's kind of weird there, Green Bay
YouTube.
Wacky.
No, I'm doing it again like I always do. And
You know how I learned about Stream Snooper?
I'm done. Now I've got you.
Oh, I want to know.
It was from Green Bay Wacky.
Yep. But I told you why I gave you that site, but you guys took it to the dark side. That's right.
Well, if it's there, of course I'm going to check it out.
It's there to find YouTube live streams to meet other content creators.
Well, I found some bodies that I like to look at. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Well, that's what you chose to do with it.
Green Bay Wacky's like the devil.
Oh my goodness. You're the one that put the horns on the other day.
He's there to tempt us.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
To snoop or not to snoop? That is the question.
But I gotta admit, I don't go there much anymore because I was able to find some YouTube live streams there, but not enough. So I actually don't go there much anymore.
I was scared away, but that's a different story.
Oh boy. I don't want to know why you were
Still
scared
looking
away.
for a better website. If anyone knows of a better one to find YouTube live streams. I don't know why YouTube wants to keep the lid off of their live streams from us.
Yeah, I mean, right now, could you imagine?
How many?
We've got what? 7.5 billion people on the planet. All right.
Yep.
Know that there's got to be at least half of them that are watching the internet right now, and you got a certain percentage, which probably over 1 billion, that's watching live streams somewhere in our country or in some other country. So where the hell are they?
YouTube intentionally keeps us away from them. They will not show us the live streams. And I've had people in the chat say, "Oh, all you gotta do is search like this and search like that."
Yeah, but I've gone into it'll be like a cartoon live stream, and there'll be 24,000 people there. Or
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
not
it'll be
those.
like the Discovery Channel, and there'll be just these astronomical numbers in these live streams.
And it's flying by. There's no way no one's going to notice you in those places.
No, we were just looking for the ones that have, like normal live streams.
Like 100 or 50 to 100, maybe 150 people.
Yep, just people that are talking. And
Yeah.
I've met some good friends on some I've stumbled across from Stream Snooper that have actually become followers of mine now. And because I went in there and started talking, they're like, "Who are you?" And, "Oh, what are you all about?" And they were just, those are the ones.
You and me went into some live streams where no one was talking. We would say hi. No one would say hi back. It's like, what the hell? There's 25 people here and no one.
Not even the mods.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's tough. YouTube just holds them back from us. They don't want us to find them. Yep, tried everything.
I mean, it would not surprise me if tonight, right now, at 10:29 Eastern Standard Time, it would not surprise me if there is 1 million live streams happening right now.
Wouldn't surprise me either.
Nope.
Even if you went conservative, let's say there were 50,000 streams going right now, even on the conservative side, even if you went 25,000,
I couldn't imagine that. I can't imagine. And just think, Dave, there's probably people out there right now at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time going, where the hell are all these other live streams?
Yep. We're going to find them one of these days. We're going to find them. But I made some really good friends on some of the ones I found,
Sure.
because I didn't go in there to try to like sub for sub. And I was actually talking to them. I found myself coming back there a few times. They knew me. And yeah.
I mean, could you imagine if you stayed up for 24 hours and just dedicated it to YouTube and you go into different live streams, from live stream to live stream, all these new ones that you've never been to before? Could you imagine how many people you could possibly meet? How many you could probably acquire 2,000-3,000 subscribers in that 24-hour period.
If you
really
could find them.
yourself. If you could find them.
Find them, yeah. If you could find them.
It's like, I've got 300 subscribers. Okay, you got 24 hours in front of me. I'll be back in 24 hours. I've got 3,300 subscribers now. I mean, that possibility of that.
I like that. I
actually think that's why YouTube does not allow us to find them, because they know that actually. That's why they know that we could grow
I've gone into live streams from other countries that are astronomically huge. Like, they're just big. And I think it's because they're better at spreading the word about something. I don't know why, but I've seen,
Well, I can't go into the ones where I can't speak the language because I have no way to really talk to them.
You'd be surprised how many of them actually speak English. If you just type something in English, they talk right back to you.
Oh, really? Okay. Because if I go in there and they're speaking Spanish and everyone in there is speaking Spanish, I feel like, well, number one, I don't know what they're saying. So I don't know what the subject matter is about because I don't speak the language.
I've been in a lot of Thai and also Indian.
Best Plant, we've already tried that. Live stream right now. We've tried it, and all it comes up,
gamers,
trending. It's news, gamers, religion, and these infomercials. That's it.
I promise you, we've tried every trick in the book, Beth.
Oh yeah.
Me and Cab spent 4 or 5 hours one night trying to find live streams.
Sure did.
We searched everything. If you go to that YouTube site, Live Streams Now, that one that's actually on YouTube, they only show you about the top 20 of everything, and they're virtually useless. They're not
exactly
virtually useless.
Maria Sultana, so good to see you. Thank you for the sunflowers. They're beautiful. No, you're right. They're useless.
Yeah. Not the place where you're going to really meet content creators and get some eyes on your channel and stuff, I love this crickets in the background.
Well, so how did you find Stream Snoopers?
I was digging around one night. No, check this out. Here's how I found them. me and Ben, we were so frustrated with trying to find live streams that I got off of Google Chrome. I thought, what if Google Chrome is keeping me back? And I went on Microsoft Edge, Mozilla, these other ones to use a different search engine. That's how I found Stream Snooper. And as soon as I got there and I saw it, I clicked on the sites and I went down to YouTube. I immediately told Ben about it and we started going there. But again, it does show you a lot of ones that I haven't been to, but it's still not good enough. There's got to be a better site out there. And actually, I don't know how to do it yet. I've been talking about this for months. Twitter is actually one of the best places to find live streams.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got something important here. Okay.
Drive Chef Drew, peanut butter time.
It is. So this is for and I haven't done this in a while. So Drew, the same amount of peanut butter is in there that the last time that you said that. So to my friend Drew, who I've known for over 3 years, he's a good guy. He's down to earth. He's real about it. And he's truly a friend because we've been through the ups and downs of this place called YouTube. And we seem to still be friends through everything that we've been through. So, Drew, only to you, brother. Cheers. I think the topic is pretty much worn down. Diets. Do they work? Let's talk about it. I do appreciate everyone that's come in and put in their 2 cents worth, their opinions and their thoughts and their experiences on this topic. And I'm sure we'll revisit this again somewhere down the road, this particular topic, because it is a continuous thing in a lot of people's lives. So, and it is good to talk about because you learn so much, something that you didn't know that someone else is doing. Maybe they can, share that information with you.
Well, live streams are always like that. Your topic burns out eventually,
And that's right. And we did pretty good for about 2.5 hours just talking about diets.
Yeah. Did you talk about haunted balls at all?
No.
Oh, okay. That's one.
Not at all.
Curious. Okay.
I'll tell you what, guys, I am dreading tomorrow morning because do you see this stuff here in my hand here? I can't really flash it, but this stuff in my hand here, this is DMV papers.
What?
Oh boy.
DMV papers.
Driver's license stuff?
No, car registration stuff. I got to take it in for my mom.
Oh. Yeah, in Wisconsin here, we can just buy our tabs and all that stuff online.
Yeah, we could do that, but my mom doesn't like to use her credit card very much online because she's actually been hit a few times by scammers. I saved my mom one good time, man. This scammer actually got my mom going on and got my mom believing that she owed some money, and she went and actually put $500 onto a prepaid credit card, which is bogus for one thing, and then was attempting to send it off. No, I think I'm wrong on that. She gave $500 on Western Union. It was trying to send it through Western Union. And as soon as I found out about it, I was like, oh, no, give me that receipt. I took the receipt from her hand. I went back to the store and I said, this is a scam. They're trying to steal money from my mother. I want the transaction canceled and I want her money back right now. And they were like, oh, well, really, a scam? Oh, yes, sir. They got the receipt, gave me the money back, and I saved her.
Yeah, prepaid credit cards are the way to go to shop online, actually.
I want to read something here. Mary Neal said, love all you all. It is very good to talk it out. It's therapy to me. Thank you for the subject, Cat 7. It was therapy to me. Thank you for that. Well, you're certainly welcome. I'm glad that you could be a part of it, my friend.
Yeah, we see Mary Neal a lot, actually. Oh, and Gail B's out there. We see Gail B a lot. Judy Bond's out there. Tony the Rock fams.
Angels Among Us, so Cab 7. How is that one lady doing that we were talking about in the stream? Oh, yeah. I haven't had an update. I haven't had an update. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you heard about it, Green Bay Wacky, but someone wanted to give up their life again tonight. A different person that you and me know very well.
Oh no.
Been up on my panels many a times, and wanted to give up their life. And apparently, they said that they called the hotline that we were putting out in the chat, which I hope that is true. I hope that actually happened.
Well, you know my motto on that, Cab, because I've been there too. It's a short-term solution, or it's a permanent solution to a short-term problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just waking up. Oh my goodness. Wow. What an afternoon.
Were you able to get out to the camper and get her worked on?
No, I'm going to for a few hours though.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, I ended up sleeping this afternoon. I had to drive my kid to marching
I
bands.
told you that would happen. You said, no, that's not going to happen.
I know. It's all right. I'm on the homes. Are you sick of me yet, Gail B? No, we're not sick of you, Gail B.
Not at all, Gail.
No.
I'm gonna wake up at 2:00 in the morning to that ding ding coffee with the cheese head.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but we'll see. But no, I'm on the home stretch, Ben. It'll get out the door, and I won't make this mistake on the next one.
God, I hope not.
Not yet, Zach. Not
because
yet.
I care about your situation. You know, yeah, and you know what
I know. No, I've put too much time into YouTube this last month. I'll be the first to admit it. I've put too much time into YouTube, and
yeah,
it's a trap because I love it so much. You know, I do. I love you, the people. Love the people so much.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is a trap. Yes.
You guys are both addicted.
Oh, I self-admitted.
I think that's the three of us there.
I just love to entertain people. I love it when they say I was having a crappy day. Now I'm laughing. I feel better. I love that. I just, thanks for keeping me company. They were sitting at home alone, and I just makes me feel good. I'd love to do it full time, eventually. Well, we always say that. So we were in a private hangout the other day, and they said, Wacky, I got news for you. I was like, what's that? We do it full time. I'm like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Actually, we do it more than full time.
Oh yeah, I go. Hell yeah, I do double shifts every day.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time editing.
Yeah,
just one video. Usually I would have edited 2 to 3 videos in the time it's taken me to edit this one video.
But then again, Lou, you said that you're one of those type of people that's more of a perfectionist when it comes to that kind of stuff. You're not completely satisfied until it's perfect. You're to your specifications, right? And
Yep.
that in itself can be frustrating as all hell.
Yeah. Yeah, we just keep pushing forward, we just keep going forward and see where it goes.
Yeah, it's just making me bankrupt.
You? I'm beyond that from YouTube. Oh my goodness.
For those people that are still remaining here that don't know this, we raised $41.41, a rather odd number, but we raised that for our friend
Margarita.
Yeah, Margarita Gonzalez, and those funds are going to be used right back here on YouTube in this community for those people that genuinely, realistically, honestly need a hand up. So that's what those funds are going to be used for. The pastor said they didn't want me sending the money to the church, and he suggested that we use it right here in the community. I agreed with that, and so that's where the funds are going to go.
By the way, Cab probably already did this in his stream, but just thank you, moderators, for all the work out in the chat there.
Oh yeah, Big Bear, good to see you. How you doing?
I just see a lot of links getting dropped by all the mods. It's like, thank you guys.
Oh yeah.
And gals. I'm trying to remember to thank mods every stream.
And I've been very good since that topic was brought up. I think I've done it, and I think I've done it just about in every live stream since.
Yeah, you have.
I felt bad the other night. I did a short stream for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it's the first time in a long time. I actually realized at the end of the stream I forgot to do my veteran shout out. Got sidetracked somehow. I do that every stream, and I was like, "Oh crap! I didn't."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never mentioned that because honestly, look at the flag behind me.
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's there, and it's in people's face. If you take a look at, for those that can't see that, that's a prisoner of war, right? A prisoner of war and missing in action flag, and I always have that hanging from my ceiling until the day that they all come home from wherever they might be located at. And if that means the rest of my life, it means the rest of my life. But that flag will never come down.
Well, I told you they fly that at my kid's high school now. They added that.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep, they actually do that. So,
Gail B, it would have been the conversion dollar rate. Yes, it's the dollar rate of 41.41. That is correct.
41 and 41 is 82, which is my birth year.
Wow.
Lulu Love You says Cab 7 Green Bay Wacky. I post the veteran link everywhere I go on YouTube.
Very nice. Very nice.
Wow.
Lulu.
Hey, Ben, I'm going to jump off for just a little bit. I'm going to go get a little bit of work done because I got the energy.
Oh, okay, man.
Yeah, but I'll catch up with you guys a little later.
All right. Sounds good. Dave, thanks for coming up on the live stream, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Thanks for inviting me. I mean, it's always
yeah.
it's always an honor to go up on anyone's live stream.
That's right.
And Aniki, you look great, by the way, Aniki.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm over here stuffing my face, so I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Lou, Big Steve.
What about me? I don't look great. Huh?
Yeah, you look like a ghost, Lou.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'll find you guys later out there somewhere. Big Steve, take care.
Good to see you again, Wacky Man.
Hi, Green Bay.
All right, see you guys.
All right. So that was the legendary Green Bay Wacky. He is by far the greatest YouTuber on YouTube. He tells me that every day. So we'll just leave it at that.
Well, at least the 17th greatest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what. One day they're going to remember Cab 7, and they're going to remember Lou Rock.
Well, they're going to remember you. They're going to remember Aniki. They're going to remember Green Bay.
One day they're going to look back at this hundreds of years from now, and they're going to say, how crazy were these people?
Yeah.
Why would they get in front of this camera looking thing and expose themselves? Why?
What are they doing?
Look at their actions.
I think their heads will both turn and look at each other, and they'll both be saying, stupid aliens.
Yeah. Well, but I will say for the present time, because that's what I'm living, I appreciate this platform that's here for all of us to be able to utilize for our own will. And I'm going to take full advantage of that because I've got some passions just like anyone else does out there. And for those that enjoy that passion, I appreciate those people. For those that don't, hey, I get it. I totally get it. So this is what I'm going to do. For those people on the panel, this is tradition at my live streams. I'm going to give each one of you the opportunity to say a little bit about your channel before I have you step down into the chat. And I'm going to do my thing, and then I'm going to give this live stream a close for the night. So I'm going to start out with Aniki, girl. Let's talk about your channel a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm an explorer with my kids, and We go out and we check out abandoned buildings and, you know, just share the history of Colorado. And I just, you know, probably one of the most important things on my channel is Jackson's story. So, you know, that's in a playlist on my channel for anybody that wants to catch up and doesn't know Jackson. He is a true miracle, and I thank God every day for that kiddo. But and yeah, just live stream every now and then, and that's about it.
All right. Hey, Aniki, give me a big old hug, girl. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Thank you, Cab, for letting me come up and share my 2 cents about dieting. And
Oh, you're certainly welcome. And I always appreciate you coming up and sharing what's on your mind.
all right. Thank you. Love you.
Love ya.
Bye,
Later,
Lou.
Aniki.
Love you, Lou.
Love ya.
Bye, Big Steve. Love ya.
All right, next. He's our friend. He's my big friend. He is Big Steve, ENT. Man, what do you got to say about yourself and your channel?
Well, there's not much to say. I'm just a vlog channel, cooking channel, slash whatever channel. There's a little bit of everything on my channel. And the main thing about my channel is friendship and love and kindness. It's just Big Steve ENT. I believe in entertainment and laughter and friendship.
Sounds good to me, and I agree with that, Steve. Well, man, it was good having you up here. And I'll have you step down in the chat, man. You have yourself a good night, and I'm sure we're going to catch up again soon enough there, Steve.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you once again, Ben. Love you always, man.
Much love.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. And last but not least, we got our friend Lou Rock up on the panel. Lou, if you want to give us a synopsis of your channel before you step back down to the chat.
Yeah, I make videos about the paranormal, afterlife, stuff like that, and have a really important video coming out tomorrow. So if you want to check it out, check it out. And much love. Thank you for having me up here.
Always a pleasure, Lou. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Much love right back to you.
Later.
Yep. Okay, that was our friend Lou Rock. I appreciate everyone coming to this live stream tonight and being a part of it. For that one person out there that might have obtained some sort of inspiration about losing weight, do diets work, or gaining weight, either way, I hope that you got something from it at this place. I appreciate every single one of you, as I always do. Keep sharing out this channel. Let people know about it, all right? It's about being kind to one another, about passing the peace forward. I share it in every single live stream. I'll talk about most anything, as long as YouTube allows me to do so. So I say to all of you, be kind to one another, all right? Be kind. It's a choice that you make. It's a choice that you make. And it's one that you'll have to live with. You know what I mean? You got yourself a friend right here in Cab 7. And I may not be everyone's cup of tea. I do realize that. I do. But for those people that enjoy my companionship, thank you so much. Hold on, don't let go, because the journey is always going to be interesting. I want to thank all my friends that came up on the panel this evening to share their experiences with all of you out there. Last but not least, I share this. Love one another, okay? For those people that you surround yourself with every morning through every night, you call them your family. Those people that will know you probably longer than anyone else that you'll ever meet in your life. Tell them that you love them, that you care about them, that you appreciate them. They need to hear these things. Don't neglect them. Remember, Yesterday's gone. You can't bring it back. You can't change anything about it. Tomorrow's not promised. You could pass away in your sleep tonight. Who knows? So you're left with the moment right now. Be the best person that you can be. Tell those people that you love them. If you're mad at someone, you've said some hurtful things, tell them that you apologize. For that other person on the other side of that apology, say, I forgive you. Tomorrow's not promised. If you're blessed to have kids, tell them 100 times a day, I love you, I love you, I love you. Go ahead and direct them in a positive direction in their lives. Teach them good morals and values. And when your kids do good things, you tell them that you're proud of them. That's important. Your kids need to hear this. Because by the time they reach adulthood themselves and they have their own kids, they'll look back at you, mom and dad, or to that single parent, and they'll take out bits and pieces of those good traits and hopefully pass it forward to their kids. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate you. I really do. Remember to keep telling your friends about this place. It's a place where everyone is welcomed as long as you don't have ill intentions. Tell your neighbors, your coworkers, schoolmates. Tell those people on your own channels, hey, check out this Cab 7 guy. He's pretty cool. I appreciate that. I'll see you tomorrow morning. East Coast time, of course, between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Y'all take care now, okay? Take care.